And we're live.
Well, hey there, we are live. My name is Mike Leader. I'm your storyteller for tonight. And let me get my thing set up here. Okay. All right. So, welcome to Fringeworthy. This is a game about multi-dimensional exploration of alternate Earths, and we have our team of four lucky slash unlucky fellows. And why don't we go through and introduce ourselves? We'll do the standard run through. Um, Chloe, Bob, Leslie, and Jim. Tell us about yourself and your character.
Absolutely. So I am Chloe, but tonight I will be playing Lola, or if you know her by her graffiti artist name, Lady Platinum. She is a artist and also now psychic who's been traveling these fringe paths and would very much, I think at this point, like to get home and not murdered in prehistoric times. So yeah, that's what's going on.
Hey, everybody. I'm Bob. I'm playing Chewy, the ne'er do well car thief slash race car driver slash mechanic who speaks every language and causes lots of trouble.
Hi, I'm Leslie. I am playing Captain Cassidy Wagner, a former U.S. Air Force turned NASA trainee, and I'm quickly learning why you shouldn't go back to Constantinople. And
Hmm.
it is no one's business but the Turks.
Nothing wrong there.
I'm Jim. I'm playing Eric Paulson, the Navy Reserve Lieutenant slash attorney uh, slash guy who will very much rather get killed than captured and make a bad situation worse.
That is quite true. So, with that said, a couple of things I wanted to address outside of game real quick. Today is the day of a general strike that I just found out about a couple of days ago, and so I wanted to address this. They're asking folks to help support the issues in Gaza and try and support a free Palestine. So, what I've done is I've included a link inside of the chat to get the name right. The U.S. Campaign for Palestinian Rights, and it will take you there. And so, if you want to help out or take action, you're welcome to do that. This is not speaking out against and not doing anything anti-Semitic, but I want to make certain that people have rights, and so we'll just leave it at that. I didn't want to get too deep into that, nor did I want to cancel a game today for everybody. So, with that being said, we'll cut back to my script, because I can't do things off the cuff. As a reminder to our viewers who may be new, the setting of Fringeworthy is about teams of humans from an Earth just like ours in 2008 with more climate problems that has gained access to these mysterious pathways in a walkable hyperspace that leads to an infinity of worlds. Only certain people, 0.0005% of humans on Earth, can actually see and navigate these pathways. So it makes them very special and usually a pretty odd lot. So with that said, Bob, would Chewy like to go and kick us off with what happened last episode in its own very special way?
Oh, would he ever? So we got to we they went through the gate and we are like, hey, when did they come back? Like we're supposed to, and we waited 5 minutes and then we got hooked up and we put all our stuff in the truck and we decided this time we're gonna leave the truck. We're gonna take the truck with us instead of leave it behind because when we leave it behind, there's the pirates and the pirates come and take our stuff and we don't want them to do that anymore. So we took the truck, we drove it through the gate, we found our friends and we're in a cave, right? And there's a big old cave and we kind of explored the cave a little bit and we took a nap and then we decided, oh, let's go see what's going on. So we went outside and we're up in the mountains and we looked around a little bit. We found this guy and he was like a goat herder and he was a pretty cool guy. We went and talked to him for a little while. He was really nervous. He didn't understand where we were from. He seemed to think that we were like something special. But he told me that there was an army nearby, and there was also Constantinople. Wow, Constantinople! And we weren't expecting that. So we talked to him for a little bit. We have dinner with his family. They were very nice, and they had a whole bunch of cool little kids, which was cool. And then we got in our bug, which our bug is like a little dune buggy, and we drove it over towards Constantinople. And there's like a huge army, and they're sieging the city. It was crazy. There was like cannons and explosions and lots of guys, and then there were boats. There were all these boats out in the harbor, and they were shooting at the walls. And then after dark, they set up a flare and like Nobody in Constantinople had a flare. We don't know what the hell's going on with that, but it was a really good flare. It made everything really bright. And we're trying to figure out what we're going to do. And we're like hiding. We're looking over the city, and then suddenly, out of nowhere, we're surrounded by guys. And one of them's got a shotgun, which like he totally shouldn't have a shotgun right now because like it's 500 years ago. But he's got a shotgun, and they tell us that they know who we are and that we need to surrender.
And that's where we ended last time. So when we find ourselves our group, they are surrounded in various positions on the ground by what looks to be Turkish soldiers. You're guessing because of where you're at, not the fact that you know what they would look like. They are speaking to the rest of you in a language you don't understand. I don't think any of you have Turkish as the language. But Chewie hears them just fine. And, he says, "We're going to take you to see the colonel." The rest of you hear a word like Chobaji, which is very accented and like it's important. We're going to take you to see the colonel, and you're going to march. Put your weapons down. We know what they are. And he actions a shotgun and levels it at the four of you.
So, what do you guys understand what these guys are saying?
No, it's the only reason I'm not shooting at him right now.
They're saying that we should put down our guns, and they're going to go take us to see the colonel. They're going to march us, they said. Which, it seems kind of silly. We got a doom buggy right here.
No. According to them, most likely this is now their doom buggy.
Yeah, I beg to differ with that. That's my doom buggy.
Well, if you beg to differ, then that's going to be a conflict.
I mean, he's got a shotgun and all, and there's a whole lot of guys here. I don't think we want to like get in a shootout with this many people.
Bob, he shouts, "Do not chatter amongst yourselves. Put your equipment on the ground and raise your hand."
Look, buddy, I'm the only one here who speaks your language.
He looks very shocked that you speak his language.
You're gonna have to wait a minute while I translate for you, and don't get cocky because I got a lot more bullets than you do, and you might kill me, but I will definitely kill you. So just hold.
Oh, you are Germans, like we expected.
All right, sure. Germans. Anyhow, so guys, what do you want to do here? So this is kind of an interesting thing that I'm kind of worried about right now because so I can talk to these guys, and when I talk to these guys, am I talking English or am I talking or can Yokel here? Can he hear me speaking Turkish? Or
he's hearing you in his language. Everyone else in their group is hearing English.
Everybody hears me in the language that they speak, no matter who I'm speaking to. So that's kind of lame because it means that I can't because normally I'd be able to speak a little bit of Spanish and they wouldn't be able to understand what we're saying, and that'd be kind of cool. I could pass some secret messages, but I can't do that. I can only speak whatever they're hearing, which is kind of weird, right?
Well, you do have a weird metal thing in your brain? Question mark.
Also, he thinks we're Germans.
Yeah, they think we're Germans.
Which also reminds you that the battle reminds you that you're actually kind of a little hungry.
Oh yeah. Well, we've got plenty of food in the packs, but like, are there Germans? Like,
well, Germanic tribes would have existed.
Oh, all right.
I
Tell
don't
them
know
we're
if
from America.
We're from America. We're not Germans, that's for sure.
That is a place I do not understand, but you speak German as far as I understand. Well, they speak German.
No, we all speak English.
How are you so fluent in our language?
We all speak
You do
English.
not look like us.
Well, because I am very skilled and very smart and travel from all over the place. I've been all over the world at this point, and so I speak a lot of different languages. But anyhow, so like, what are we gonna do here? Do we want to shoot ourselves out of here? I mean, there's a whole lot of them, but
you're going to come with us.
I think we're gonna go with him.
All right.
Yeah, we have a dune buggy. They're on foot.
There are 8 of them and 4 of you.
Oh.
Are they? I thought they were on horse.
Oh, I thought we were like.
The leader's on horse.
Okay. If there's only 8 of them.
Yeah, I thought we were like surrounded by an army.
Yeah,
no,
there's only 8 of them. I want to kill them all.
There are 8 of them. 2 of them with rifles, which you guys wouldn't understand if they're out of place or not. And the rest was swords and obviously great clubs. You recognize those clubs, Lola? That club looks very familiar to you. You've seen those kinds of swords and those kinds of clubs in your vision.
So, was there a colonel in the crew that we were supposed to be trying to find?
No,
Hmm.
they were all non-military.
Now, did they have shotguns?
Yep, they had shotguns.
Hmm. I'm going to suspect that these guys may or may not know who we're looking for.
Should we see if they'll let us take the Doom buggy?
You know what? They can understand you, but they can't understand us,
It's absolutely true.
right?
Yep.
So I'm going to say this. Captain, you and I lay covering fire. You press the pedal to the metal, and let's get out of here.
Okay.
That works. That works for me.
I mean, I if I'm fine with that because but like it kind of feels like they are gonna they know. I mean, he's got a shotgun. Where else would he get a shotgun other than from our crew that we're looking for?
It seems to me like they've obviously captured the other team that had shotguns. We don't know where they're at, but they have their stuff, which means to me that they've captured their stuff has been taken from them, and they're probably coming them for information because they seem to have access to things like the starlight that shouldn't exist here at this time, but be easy replicable to anyone that understands basic chemistry and knows what magnesium is. So
Out, march. We don't want to
okay.
hurt you. The colonel will want to talk to you.
Oh, I think, and tell them this. We are perfectly willing to follow them under our own steam, under our own rules. We promise not to engage with them if they don't engage with us.
That sounds fair. Yeah, we've discussed it and we've decided that we're more than happy to go with you, but we're going under our own power and with our own equipment. If you don't like that, we're going to shoot you all.
Throw your rifles.
Do any of us actually have our
He
rifles up?
points right at Eric's rifle, as like he knows what it is. Throw your rifles.
He knows what it is. He's holding something very similar. Yeah.
And we will agree.
Just stow. And I'm like, I remove the rifle lanyard and I put it down to the side, and I go, lead.
Okay, so what happens is the men will walk alongside the bug, and he will be out in front on his horse.
Okay. That's reasonable to me.
He nods at Chewie. Walk with me, he says.
No.
To Chewie.
I got to drive the little car here, buddy.
Your friends can do that. I wish to speak with you as we walk.
They can't understand a word you say, so you might as well just talk to me here.
I do not like looking over my shoulder.
I don't seem to really care.
He looks really annoyed when you say that to him. Really annoyed.
Mm-hmm.
Really annoyed, but he sighs and has the horse step back so he's not technically in front of you. So the horse is moving at a slow walk. You're not expected to go very fast. He's taking his time so he can talk to you.
All right. So obviously you didn't make that gun. So why don't you tell me where you got that stuff? We're looking for our friends who we think are here. We're pretty sure they're here somewhere. So we're more than willing to negotiate, but we prefer not to do it at the end of a gun. And we're also completely capable of blowing lots of stuff up if we need to. So why don't you just lay your cards on the table here and tell me what's going on, and then we can figure out where we go next.
Well, that's good of you to offer. I think I cannot speak for the colonel, but I think he will listen to you like he listened to your friends until there was the issue.
Issue. All right. Is the colonel local? Is he from here, or is he also from someplace else?
It'll be a few minutes to get there.
No, I mean is he from this place, or did he come here like our friends did?
No, he is not like your friends.
All right. Well, but so if there was an incident, what exactly happened to our friends? Because if our friends aren't here anymore, then we can just leave.
Your friends only spoke gibberish like your other friends, and but one of them, Arturo, his name was, speaks German, and our colonel speaks German.
Oh, interesting. Yeah, no, we don't speak German.
Oh,
She
I,
might
s-
speak
I s-
German, but she's not from Germany. She's from a place called like Minnesota, which is kind of a weird place. They eat really terrible food, but they're not German, that's for sure. Um,
You've just never had a good pizza tot dish.
It's just a casserole. Get over it.
Your accent seems perfect for the for my home in the South. How did you come to be with these people?
oh well, I was recruited, and they needed somebody who could speak a lot of languages. So yeah, it's kind of a complex story, but yeah. So I'm just really good at speaking lots of languages, and I have traveled lots of different places. Yeah, like I've been to England, and I've been to Australia, and I've been to Chile, and I've been to Essen,
He
Germany.
doesn't
Um,
know that any of those places
Hmm.
exist.
it
He's
doesn't
heard
matter.
of Germany.
I think I've been to
Ah,
Africa, and I think I've been to China too.
you travel far if you go to Germany,
Oh yeah,
and even to Egypt. That is quite amazing.
oh yeah. We know. I think it was Africa. We're not sure, but yeah, close enough.
Just be pleasant with the colonel. I think he wants to work out a deal with
Oh,
you.
I'm good at being pleasant. Come on, it's not like some places we've been where they've tried to shoot us right away, or like crazy ladies who tried to light us on fire. Like that lady was pretty awful, and I shot her a whole lot, like a whole lot. Like, ooh, did I put a lot of bullets in that lady? But hey, I don't want to kill anybody. Although I did run those guys over on that track, and that was kind of terrible. And then there was that lady, that sniper. Yeah, and I put a bullet in her. That was not intentional though.
Your friend has definitely helped us, and this siege should go rather easy. We should be finished in under a week.
My friend has helped you, so my friend is here, is what you're saying.
Yes, your friend, the German called Arturo.
Well, you said there was an incident. I wasn't clear that he's still here. Okay, well that's good because we're supposed to bring him back because he's being missed by back home.
I think the colonel will want him to continue to stay, but I'll leave that to you to speak with the colonel about when we get there. If you will excuse me. He nods and rides out in front, and obviously picks up the pace a bit. But your vehicle can hand it. But your vehicle does not bother him one single bit.
Hmm.
But just to be absolutely certain about what's going on, we hear everything that Chewie is saying clearly
Correct.
and
Correct.
understand it. That's an interesting situation. That's fun. Okay.
That's right. Eric's not really experienced the translator before. Chewie
Yeah.
is speaking Turkish to them, but but they understand. He's speaking English to them, but they understand him. But you understand him. But they say they can understand you, but they understand him, and they look at him like he's normal talking to them. They look at you guys like you're speaking gibberish. It doesn't
Hey,
make a lot of sense to Eric, and it
I've
wouldn't.
read Douglas Adams. I know how a Babelfish works.
This seems to be a little different, yes. But if you read Douglas Adams, you kind of would get the feel,
Yeah.
but it's not the same.
It's still
More
a little,
liquid metal than fish.
but
It's funny that he's not
it's
mentioned how that works to you or anybody else at headquarters, I believe.
Yeah, I need to I need to do some experimentation with this when we're back at base again. I've got some ideas.
Okay, so you guys ride on for about 20 minutes, and you guys can see the fires coming in the distance. There are lots of tents and lots of soldiers, and of course, everyone stops and pays attention when this gentleman and the soldiers roll in with you guys. Everything stops and they clear a wide path, and there's whispering or muttering that you guys hear, but Chewie hears like, "Oh, it's more of them. This can't be good. Oh, but they're going to help the colonel. We're going to win this siege." And they're actually very happy, it looks like, that you're there. They're just very cautious of you. if that makes
Oh,
sense.
it should be.
Yeah, that's probably the right call.
Look, the magic rifles, things like that. You see the rifles they carry, and they're arquebuses. They're like, 5.5, 6 feet long, and there's poles for them. And
They're probably like ornately etched and stuff like
oh,
that.
they're beautiful.
Yeah. I
They,
kind of want one just because it looks like an awesome collector's item.
yeah, and Eric would know they're fired. I don't think Chewie would, but Eric and possibly Cassie know how they're fired and the kind of noise and mess they make because they really aren't effective past a certain distance.
It's more like hurling something instead of shooting, really.
It's volley fire,
Yeah.
which we used until the 1800s. In the 1800s, how volley fire works. Okay, 50 you stand here and just fire and hope it hits all of them.
Exactly. It's literally shotgun method. It just takes 100 people.
It got better, but really, but he's obviously got the manpower. There are a lot of soldiers here.
Yeah.
And
Well, it kills you just as dead in this manner.
yeah, he gets down from his horse, hands it off to an attendant, and asks you to Chewie, you should stand up and come with me. Your vehicle will be fine and safe. You have my word.
Yeah, it'll be safe because you don't need to worry about that, but it'll be safe. I'm not too worried about it. So I make sure and not only take the keys, but also flip the kill switch. And then okay, let's go, guys.
I will have my men guard it for you so no one actually gets anywhere near it. Again, you have my word. It will be protected and not touched.
I'd advise your men don't touch it because it is booby trapped.
Oh no, they will not touch it. Again, you have my word.
It's not really booby trapped, but he's not going to tell them that.
Funny how booby trap translates somewhat, so you guys don't hear him say booby trap in English, but he gets the idea. He walks over to a very
in general.
So note to self: in the future, set up booby traps in all the vehicles.
Yeah, it's a learning process, man.
Well, that's how it goes. He walks you guys over to a very large tent, and there's light coming from inside it, and the light does not look like the firelight from the campfires.
All right.
It looks more whiter and stuff like you guys are used to.
Ooh.
And
They got headlamps.
This tent is massive. Not as big as a circus tent, but pretty darn close. He steps up to it, says to the guards, I've arrived with more of the strangers. One ducks inside, and everyone stands there with his sword in a not in a foot just but down in front of him, as an attendant guard would. That one comes right back out and says, You can go right in, sir.
Yeah.
And see, right. He reaches down and holds the tent flap open for the four of you and motions for you to walk inside.
All right.
Guests first.
I'll go first.
Yeah, I'm assuming
you're the one who can talk.
I was gonna say, I assume we're following Chewie in this scenario.
Okay, so you head in. Yeah, there are LED lanterns lighting this room.
LED lanterns.
Actually, it wouldn't be LEDs. There would be the battery lanterns that you would have seen from camping kits. Yep.
Yeah.
The fluorescent. But they're bright enough, and there are several hanging from either the tent poles or on a large bench that's covered in a whole bunch of equipment you guys recognize. There is a small man. He's about 5'3". He has very thick glasses, and he looks incredibly happy to see you. He's wearing an IDET jacket.
Does he look German?
He looks like a man in his probably mid-40s. He's balding with black hair, very tan skin, and kind of a larger overbite. Oh, thank God! He says to Chewie, he's speaking in German like he's used to doing. Thank God! Oh, you all understand English, correct? He speaks to you in English.
Oh yeah, they all speak.
Yeah.
They all speak English. Yeah.
Oh, I've been speaking my home tongue for so long. I am so glad you're here.
I'm assuming that you're Arturo,
I'm
right?
Arturo.
Oh, good. Well, so we're team four. We're team four, right? Or are we team three?
Yep. Yeah,
We're
we're
team
team
four. They
4.
were team three, right? Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we're team
Team
four.
3.
I'm Chewy, and this is Cassie, and this is Lady Platinum, and
You can just say Lola.
and this is Eric, and we're kind of here to retrieve you.
Yep.
Although,
Are you ready to bust out?
yeah, we need to figure out what we're doing next. Plus, the gate's broken, and we're not sure how to fix it. But I have a few ideas, and all else fails, we have like a magic amulet that'll probably help us fix it.
The gate's broken?
It seems to be, yeah.
Did
From
Payton get
everything
away?
we gathered, the people that have you have clubbed it and basically demolished the terminal.
So did Payton get away?
I'm
This.
guessing not
Uh,
because nobody from your team has returned. Oh well, we should say one person they got in the truck and lost the truck in the desert.
Yes.
And they're dead. But the you and them are the only ones we've got accounted for so far. We were hoping that you would know where everybody else went.
Well, Desiree is still here, but she is incredibly injured. And the medicine here, well, let's just say it isn't all that great.
We got full on first aid supplies. We got a big old truck full of medical gear. We're decked out. Like they decked us out a lot more than you guys had.
When we lost the truck in that desert, we tried to get as much gear out of there as we possibly could, and we took it back to the platform, and then some people showed up with a whole bunch of weapons and took it all from us, and we fled into here. And just to get away from them, hopefully we can set up an ambush or something, and that didn't quite work out because the portal shut off the second we got through it.
So people showed up on the platform with weapons and took stuff from you.
Yeah,
Okay.
we don't know who they were.
Well, we met those guys. We accidentally killed all those guys.
Oh,
Well,
Well, some of them at
some.
least.
We don't know if it's all of them. We don't know how big their cell is.
All right. Well, we killed at least four of them. Like not
So-
intentionally. Like that wasn't our plan, but they did shoot at us first. That's what I'm saying.
just for reference, the captain is watching you guys, and he's getting it all. He's getting Chewy in Turkish and everybody else in American or English, and he's very confused. He's trying to pay attention, but only the things that Chewy is saying are making sense to him, which again is weird.
Hey, Chewie, this is also a great way to give them some misinformation. Since he can't understand me, I can call him a jerk face if I want to.
Oh, that's really good. What would you like me to what type of
Well,
yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Yeah.
Whatever you say. So yeah, so if we don't if we don't get back with you soon, we've got a contingency plan, and they're going to send like a whole lot more people because they're going to assume that we're in danger, and they're gonna come with like a small army. They've already planned like special forces guys, like Navy SEALs, and like it's going to be really really ugly if we don't get you back sometime soon.
I don't know what happened. Payton hatched a very bad plan to get away. Desiree got caught. She got hurt by them. I wasn't going to go because the colonel, Shobaji, was happy to have me here if I helped him win this battle against Constantinople, which I don't mind. I don't mind. But I'd rather go home if I could.
Oh yeah, I don't blame you, especially if Desiree's hurt. I mean, like I said, we got medical supplies. We can help her. We can get you both back. Take you back to town. Like you're important to us because we don't leave anybody behind. No matter what, we're gonna do whatever we need to do to get you home. But we're also reasonable, and if we need to help these guys to do that, then we can do that too.
Well, I've made about 2 gallons of formula that should turn the cannonballs from the siege engines into tracers.
No.
Oh, we witnessed them using those, and they're quite effective.
Yeah. And they really appreciate that. But he wants them to make more. And so running off is not really in his plan, in the commander's plan, in the colonel's plan.
Well, give a man a fish, right? Can we
I'm,
just teach somebody how to make that stuff? Be on
uh,
our way?
not really. Explaining how that works to them is a little out of their wheelhouse. They're they hit and smash things for a living. You know what's interesting is that there are tons of Germans here, and a lot less people who speak Turkish. So I've been able to meet some of the soldiers, and they seem to be good fellows in general. They're doing a job. They're getting paid a lot of money to be here, so I don't want to leave them high and dry. Let them win this and be on my way, hopefully.
Well, if my history recollection is correct, they do win this eventually anyway. So, you know,
So there might be
Yeah.
giant song about it.
Yeah.
Well, good. I don't remember my history, and they seem to be at a disadvantage for years fighting against this city. So I figured it wouldn't hurt. I mean, not like we're time traveling, right?
Nope.
no, no. I mean, that's what I'm saying. Look, Constantinople turns into Istanbul. No song reference. It's a thing that just happens, and Istanbul becomes one of the, I think, the actual capital of the Ottoman Empire. So it doesn't make any never mind to me, really. Just want to be able to collect all of our things, or actually, more importantly, our people, and get back home. That's really all.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
no,
what happened to Desiree?
She stole a horse. She and Peyton stole horses. Um, one of the soldiers was able to use his arquebus to shoot out the horse, and that was a big old mess. And she went down and she broke her arm and both legs. And
So,
there's not much I can do because my knowledge of first aid kind of went out with the first person who died. So, they said it the best she could, but she can't really walk and she's in a lot of pain. And I managed to swipe some of the pain medication and I'm running out of that. And so the goal was to give them what they wanted and hopefully get her to safety back through the portal if I can get it to work. I mean, and but if Peyton didn't make it through and didn't warn you guys like he said he would try to, that's another person we've lost.
yeah,
Well,
the
he may
lady.
not be lost. Well, he may be lost, but not the dead kind of lost.
Hmm.
Well, the pirates might have got him, right? Because if you were pirates on the portal, because because like okay, so if we're retracing your steps, you guys went through the portal into the desert, lost the truck, you left there, you came back through, then you encountered the pirates there, then you fled into this portal, right? And then you're here and Desiree's here, and Peyton tried to get out this portal. He might have gotten he didn't get home, but he might have gotten bushwhacked somewhere along the way. So we at least know roughly where all you guys are. And honestly, if we can get you and Desiree back, then we're in pretty good shape.
You didn't go you don't have a key to go through the tree city, right?
To go through the what?
Go through what?
To the tree city. Peyton said he locked that.
Oh,
Um,
he locked. We found a portal that was locked. We figured
portals,
that was probably
portals.
dangerous.
Yeah.
Yeah, he said it was, well, he went through and came back and said it was dangerous. And that was that. Uh,
Did Peyton have a key?
but yeah, we had one of the keys. It was I think it was white. I
White.
don't know. It wasn't given to me.
I don't
I'm
know
just a
about white
chemist.
keys. Okay.
the most privileged of the case.
Okay. So neither of you have keys, and Peyton would have had the key.
Um, as far as I remember, Peyton had the key. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so
Um,
Peyton could be
well,
anywhere at this point then.
hey, Chewy, can you ask them if I can go to the buggy and get our med pack?
Yeah, sure. So, where's? I turn to Mr. Guard guy, and I say, "Hey, where's our other person? Where's Desiree? I'm. Arturo told me that she's injured.
We have her in our medical tent. She's gravely injured. We don't expect her to live much longer.
Well, we'll see about that. Cassidy here needs to go back to the truck and get some of our medicine, and then we're gonna fix her up. And if you're really nice, I might show you how to use some of that medicine, and then maybe you can fix some of your people up." You want to escort her to the truck?
He motions and one of the guards comes back and he says, "Take her to their vehicle," which you all
Cass,
hear in English.
Oh, interesting. Also, does somebody want to come with me?
yeah, I'll come with you. I mean, I helped a leg before. Maybe I can do something this time.
So
Okay.
the magic tiara is in the truck in a lockbox.
Maybe the magic was inside me all along.
Maybe.
I
Good
got the
point.
magic.
Good
Get
point.
me. Um,
Just saying
so
that if we need the magic tiara, we've got to go all the way back to the portal where the truck is stranded.
Hmm.
why didn't we take it with us?
Because it's fucking dangerous.
Hmm. Yep.
It's in a Faraday cage. It's fine.
So you do have magic, he says to Chewie.
Uh,
Yeah,
you
watch
know,
this.
it might as well be magic as far as you're concerned.
Tell them any technology advanced enough appears to magic to primitives.
Well, that's true, right? Chewie is not a big reader of Asimov though, so he doesn't know that saying.
No. That's why no. Eric says, tell him this.
Yeah. So sufficiently advanced technology is looks just like magic. So as far as you're concerned, it might as well be magic.
No, I understand science. My uncle dabbles in that.
Does your uncle? Well, you should get your uncle down here, and he can learn from Arturo how to make the magic cannonballs.
He is spending much time in the South. I don't expect to see him for maybe a year or two.
All right. Well,
Your friends may go.
all right. Yeah. They say they'll take you to the truck, and you can get to the doom buggy, and then you can get medical kits. Just be careful of the booby traps. You know where they're at.
Hmm.
The Doom Buggy.
The Doom Buggy.
We have to name this at some point. It has to have a name.
He is named. Chewie has already named the truck. His little chalupa. Because she's got a big fat ass.
Okay, so we are gonna go to the Doom Buggy and
Okay.
get the med pack, and then they should lead us to Desiree, right?
You get the big old the whole 1970s style giant tackle box of medical kit,
Yes.
which has tons of stuff in it.
What else do we have? Is there anything in the Doom Buggy that I think I might want that is not in the medical kit? That's not a weapon that I won't be seen as threatened for taking. I forgot what all we took with us.
You can always spend a PowerPoint to have whatever you need.
Do we have extra clothes?
Yeah, you didn't bring extra clothes. That's
Okay.
for sure.
Okay, I can't think of anything off the top of my head, so
Yeah, we could always spend the PowerPoint later.
I am gonna bring throw a couple MREs into the box to take with me.
Okay.
I am famished.
Just a suggestion.
I
Better
am
light.
very very hungry. I don't know about you guys, but I've been doing a lot of translating. And that's it makes me hungry. So if these guys got like some stew or some other tasty food,
We'll bring food
really
for you
appreciate
as soon as the colonel speaks with you.
Oh, all right. Well, where's the colonel? Like we've been waiting.
He will come out and speak to you when he has time.
Oh, all right. Well, I would think.
But-
that would be-
But Cassidy, just some better lighting. If you're going somewhere it's dark, you're probably going to want something better.
I assume I have a headlamp in my pack.
Do.
Yeah.
We've all got the little crank lamps because remember
Yeah. Yeah, that's true.
we don't have batteries.
Also for the record, LED camping lighting would have been fairly widely available in 2008.
I thought, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but that's battery, I guess, is the problem.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
Arturo, how are you powering all these lamps? Like, didn't the batteries all wear out when you brought them through the gate?
Right, I have my portable charger over here, and it's got to crank it for 20 minutes every day, and the
Oh,
soldiers help with that.
Oh, that's nice.
plus the I have a solar panel.
Oh,
It's not a full one, but it'll do. Because frankly, I don't want to sit in the dark here. My vision's bad enough.
yeah, I don't blame you.
Okay, so you
Okay.
two go off and get the medical kit, and you come back to they bring you back to this tent.
Okay.
So you got your 20-pound tackle box of medical stuff.
So I have blunt force weapon if needed.
Yeah.
Hmm?
Just spin around really fast. Anybody want a snack?
I could eat.
Oh, yo,
I'll
so
pull
healthy.
out. I want to specifically save an MRE that's like easy eating crackers and stew. I don't know. I don't remember what we have. I gotta pull up my MRE list again. Specifically to take to Desiree, but
Okay.
whatever else I brought is fair game.
Chewie, you notice that Chewie notices that the battery level has gone down more since he's been translating.
Yeah,
That would
yeah.
be you've been doing a lot of it, and it's still in your field of vision. You notice it's gone down quite a bit.
We noticed that before. The more I use it, the more it and it seems like the more complex that I use it for, the quicker the battery goes down. So yeah, I need some food. Let me have the Skittles out of that one. Yeah, and the M&Ms out of that one. Oh, and I'll eat all these tortillas.
Oh man, the Bridgeford tortillas.
Just raw tortillas.
Just
Delicious.
raw, dry ass
Oh, that's like
tortilla.
one of the best snacks ever.
Right, tortillas.
Don't Chewy, don't eat the silica pack. Says do not eat.
So sandy.
I did my tongue go dry. Okay, so you guys eat a little bit. Eventually, the man comes out and um, tells the gentleman that you're working with, who they're calling lieutenant. And the word doesn't translate very well, but you gather it's lieutenant.
All right.
Tells him that the colonel will see them now,
All right.
but the German can stay. He points at Arturo.
Hmm. Why do they not seem to like Germans, Arturo?
I don't know. We were kind of mouthy when we first showed up, and yeah. So I didn't really get along well with him, and when you kind of force people to do things, it's not nice. But when everyone else kind of ran away, I had to kind of survive. So, yeah.
I basically just put
Eating a
my
lot
hand
of
on
crow.
Arturo's shoulder and I go, Arturo, it's going to be okay, man. We're here for you. Things are going to get better.
Yeah, I really believe you, but there's at least 200 soldiers surrounding this tent. It's not going to be easy getting out of here.
There's more than one way to solve a problem, friend. We'll figure it out.
He pushes his Coke bottle glasses up his nose. At least they didn't break my glasses. I would have felt like Velma for far too long.
That's right. Just keep it positive, man. All right, let's go talk to this colonel asshole.
So the guard takes you inside while the lieutenant stays out there with Arturo. And he comes in and he presents you as the German force. What he says to your Chewie says, "The German force, sir." He bows, and in the middle of the room with a bunch of pillows, looking very official, surrounded by a few other gentlemen, is a larger man, probably in his early 40s, with a very long beard. Very nice armor, actually. Looks very regal. And he looks at you and looks at the group. Which of you is the translator that I've been told of?
Yeah, I'm more than just a translator, but I'm more than happy to do the translating for you. Right here, and I speak a whole lot of languages. I'm the smart
He
guy.
puts up his hand. So you have come to, I'm guessing, to remove your friend from his agreement with me.
Oh, we didn't say anything like that. We are gonna get our friend. We're gonna take him home because the alternative is really terrible. But Desiree, she's injured, and we need to get her home where she can get some proper medical attention. And Arturo, like, I mean, if he's made a deal with you, then I would rather not have to shoot anybody again today, because it's a lot of work, and I prefer not to shoot people. But if we have to, we will. I'm just, but I would much rather we just do this amicably, right? Like, we can make a deal, maybe make some trades, and get you whatever you need to, take down those walls, and then we'll just leave, and you will be out of your hair.
Okay. Bob, would you like to make a bargain roll, or would you like to make a fast talk roll?
Oh, I think bargain, because I got a good bargain skill, because Chewy sells a lot of cars, and he's got a pretty decent bargain skill.
Oh, no, I'm not a litigator or anything and have no experience in this. I just can't use any of those abilities, so that's great.
I rolled an 18, and I got
All right.
a skill of 50.
Best
All
we
right.
can do is $100.
I will haggle with you. Is that the best you can do? Is that that sounds like a retail price.
That whole sentence does not compute with him. I will let you go speak to the woman. And he's talking to you and looking at Eric. He is not looking at Cassidy and Lola, but you two should probably expect that from this piece of shit at this time point in history. I will let you go speak and see to the woman. That is fine. Will your women go take care of that so we can continue to bargain?
Yeah, Cassidy, can you take care of Desiree? And these guys aren't really very fond of women.
Okay.
So yeah, it might be best if you guys take care of her.
Text me.
Well, you can tell him that I will fly this rocket right up his socket.
I will do exactly that. She says that she is going to go and help our friend.
All right, I'll go
He
with
does
Cass.
that whole dog thing where he does this.
She's very respectful of you, and says that she will take care of our friend while you and I haggle like men.
I'm just gonna go.
Also, I've seen cows prettier than him. So yes, we will go. I should have said that in German.
Your friend's German is very poor from what I hear. Something
Yeah.
about a flying thing. She will fly to your friend and aid him. It's a very good servant.
Yes, they're all great. So let's get down to the brass tacks here. Like, what do you want? Like, let's make a deal and do a little bit of horse trading here, and we'll figure it out. And then we can all be on our way, and you can go and sack the city and do all that kind of Turkish stuff that you want to do and make your empire, and then we'll go somewhere else. We won't bother you again.
Okay, at that point, I'm splitting the party. That's not how that goes, right? So I'm gonna stick with Lola and Cassidy for a few minutes. He motions for the guard to just does that. Take them to the medical tent. And the guard looks at you and makes that motion and to follow him. And he walks you out of the tent. As you're walking out, Arturo looks at you like, oh crap, don't leave. Don't leave. He's got that puppy dog look of, you're abandoning me already.
We're just going to go help Desiree. We'll be back soon.
Well,
Yeah, we need to get both of you.
You know, Peyton said he'd be back soon too.
Peyton was a dirty bastard.
We don't
I have
know
no idea.
that.
We don't know what happened to Peyton. He very well may have tried to come back for you.
Yeah,
And
my theory is that Peyton got. Well, I'm not there with you guys, but anyhow, my theory is that he got picked up by the pirates.
maybe he became a pirate.
Maybe.
Yeah, Arturo, were you the one who wrote that note and stuck it on the wall?
Yes, I did leave a note. Oh, you found the note. That's good. It didn't get destroyed or anything.
Okay, just making sure that wasn't from Peyton.
No, he said he was gonna make for the gate and hopefully get through it and try and go for help. I don't know how he was gonna do that, but We lost the horses, and maybe there's something that we missed. He didn't tell us about. I don't know. Just go take care. Go take care of Desiree.
Yeah, we'll be back.
Hmm.
So the guard walks you
Pinky
out.
Scout's honor.
Guard walks you out to a larger tent. We'll go back to the guys. Your friend, the German, promised me the ability to not only sack this city, but take it with relatively little damage. He has built wondrous things for us. The star shells that light up the sky at night. And now, as we prepare for the final siege this morning, what he calls the fire rounds. And he's made enough to cover all of the musket balls that my lancers have. So that will be quite entertaining. We should go down and see and kill these filthy animals, these regal piles of garbage. But you wish to bargain for his life? Is that what I'm hearing?
Well, we would like to bargain for, more than just his life. We just want to, finish out his deal I'm not gonna make him renege on a deal because that would be, dishonorable or something, and that would be terrible. But if he's made a deal with you to help you take this city, then I think we can at least facilitate that. And then once we're done and his deal is gone, then we'll go our way and you go your way, and we won't bother you anymore. I think that's a pretty fair deal already. But I'm willing to throw in a little bit of something to sweeten that up if we need to. But because really, what I want to do is get out of here as quickly as possible. And it sounds like it's going to take you a while to get this done, and that just doesn't work with my timetable. Like we need to get on the road and get out of here, especially because Desiree is injured. We want to get her back to a proper hospital, which because like I said, we can help. But we'd be happy to help you with use some of our medicine and help you heal some of your wounded, or teach you some better ways to use the medicine that you've got available, or anything like that. We're not under generous here. We're happy to help, but I just want to make sure that we do this as quickly as possible.
Understand. I understand where you're coming from with this. It makes sense to me. However, understand the one who ran away killed 6 of my soldiers. That is a penalty of death. And Arturo agreed to stay until that debt was paid. And I do not expect it to be paid anytime soon. Plus, his abilities and knowledge of science will make my command look the best, and the Sultan will appreciate us the most, and I'll be relegated to far better duties serving the Sultan, which I am sure you would understand would be fantastic for me.
I'm sure I'm
Sure,
sure that would be
sure.
fantastic. Like let's figure out how to get you through this as quickly as possible. I mean, like I think that if we expedite this, then you can get on with hanging out with the Sultan, and I'm sure he's got a bunch of lady friends for you. That would be great. But I'm on a
Real
timetable.
quick, Bob.
Uh-huh.
Real quick, Bob. Are you translating what he's saying for Eric?
No, not yet. No.
Okay.
Sorry, Eric. You just listen to whatever the fuck I say. But like I said, we're on a timetable. We got to get this show on the road. So what is it going to take from us to get him out of his debt ASAP?
Well, I would prefer the person who murdered my personal guard. However, if that is not possible, I think you promised medicine to take care of the other woman. I think that the magic that I've seen, the technology, the science that I've seen so far would benefit my troops greatly. We have many men who are sick and who are dying from different wounds.
Oh,
That would be beneficial. And Is there a way you can help this siege on that battlement to make it so my men don't have any injuries or casualties?
So, what exactly do you need? I mean, they got these big old walls here, right? And do you need like, or is there like a gate that you need to get busted open,
The
or,
gate beyond the bridge will be difficult, yes.
and when you say difficult, like, is it just because it's super sturdy? Because I can take care of that. Like, I can blow stuff up like that. I'm
It
really
is
good at.
it is incredibly sturdy. It would take many men and much cannons to destroy that door to get us
Mm,
through. We'd have to sail the walls, which would create dramatic casualties, even with the weapons that Arturo has given us.
mm.
I see in all of you, yes, tell them to wash their damn hands and instruments. I've kind of skipped that part just for ease of use. I appreciate that, audience. Thank you.
That's me.
Um, I'd rather have those casualties, even with Arturo's weapons that he has made for us. Even he has said it would cause great loss of life, and I'd rather keep as many soldiers as I can from dying. It would make me look much better in the Sultan's eyes.
Mm.
So, can you destroy the gateway with your science?
Oh, we can destroy the fuck out of that gateway.
That's a great one for Eric to hear.
So, Eric, they want us to bust open the gate there, and I'm thinking we've got everything we need to take down a gate like that. I mean, and our Russian friends gave us a whole bunch of a whole crate of things that'll take that gate right down, don't you think?
Do we
Um,
have any C4? Just
oh yeah, I got a whole crate of that too. But
no, then we're set.
I'm just thinking, the rocket propelled variety would probably help.
Yeah, an RPG would definitely do
Yeah,
some damage.
that's what I'm thinking. Because we got a whole case of them. Like I think there's probably 6 in that box. A
Oh,
couple
you
of them,
carry a rocket, as I thought.
a couple of them would probably take that cake down.
Look, you primitive screwhead. Don't try to make assumptions. Yeah, fuck. I don't have to be diplomatic anymore. It makes me happy.
You can say whatever you want.
Yeah, that's great, huh? But yeah, sure. Why not? I think, although one of the things that we should insist upon negotiation is that since, according to them, the women are useless, they should just be allowed to go.
Oh, that sounds fair. Yeah, that's a good idea. All right.
The other women can take care of the other woman and take them back, and then we'll be happy and we'll take care of his little gate problem, no problem.
Yeah, that sounds fair. And then worst case scenario is that if we get into okay, yeah, okay, that sounds like a plan. Chewie has to keep on buckling himself down to not respond to Eric in ways that will give away too much information. It's very hard for him to not just blabber. Right. Okay. So
I can
yeah.
see how, especially Chewie, out of all the people in this party, yeah, it's
Well,
awesome.
all right, Colonel.
That's why it was the best given that ability.
Yeah.
You got yourself a deal. We'll help our friend and my two servant ladies will take her back to our vehicle where they can all be safely away from the dangers of this uh, battlefield, and then we will leave behind our medicine that we have. We will blow open that gate for you, and then we my companion here and Arturo, we will leave, and you will be the commander of the Constantinople, and you can go and hang out with the Sultan. That sounds pretty reasonable to me.
If you leave your medical supplies, you'll have to teach us. And so I believe your women would stay here and teach on them while you go do this for us, unless you need them to go with you.
Well, no, it's just that I prefer that they stay someplace safe is all.
They will be safe in my camp. I assume. Oh wait, I better roll for that. Um, just to make sure he's not insulted or anything.
Chewie, please use his sexism against him. Make sure that he understands they're only women. They're not going to be able to do anything. They're simple servants.
Yeah, they're.
Are you trying to insult me? Are you saying my camp is not safe for your women?
No, I'm just saying that my women are they're not going to serve a whole lot of use here in your town, and they're just simple women. They know medicine, but they don't know a whole lot else, and they'd be much better off if they took our injured woman, and they could all go and hide in with our equipment and our vehicles. But we're going to have to go back to the vehicle anyhow to get the equipment that we need to take down that gate. So one way or another, people are going to go back to our vehicles. We might as well take the women and not have them be a distraction for us all. Because
No,
women are like
your
that.
women will stay here and care for my wounded soldiers and my sick soldiers. They will be safe in my camp until you return with your science equipment.
All right, I'll make that deal with you. We'll leave them here to help out your wounded while we go and get our equipment of the truck. Because it is going to take us a couple days to get over there, even with the dune buggy. And then when we come back, then they can go and we'll finish off your gate. I mean, are you going to be in a spot where taking down the gate in, let's say, 3 days from now would be convenient for you? Because I don't want to take down the gate and then you guys be have your thumbs up your ass and not actually be able to do anything about it. And then for the bad guys to go and be able to build the gate back in that time, that would be kind of lame. But you seem to have your shit together. So tell me, will you and your army be ready to storm that gate in 3 days?
You said thumb up your ass. That's not going to make him happy at all. You have to make a roll because, and so will he actually. Let's see. Man, that's going to come down to. That's an etiquette roll, unfortunately.
Etiquette. Oh, my etiquette's terrible. Terrible.
Yep.
Oh no.
Well, miracles can happen, and you have power points.
I rolled an 83.
Okay, that's a failure. You can't spend power points, six power points to make that a success.
6 whole power points. That's like half my power.
Okay, I'm just saying.
Etiquette was one of the skills that was on the list we could get special training in, and I skipped it.
Whoops. So
I
the whole
for Chewie to have it, really, honestly.
Yeah, even Eric will hear him say, you get your thumb up your ass, like, oh shit, that'll be an oh shit moment. And
this is what Eric does when he just goes.
So his eyes get big and his face gets red. I think you better explain yourself with comments like that. I should have your throat slit right now.
Yeah, you could do that, or you could get this gate open.
His hand goes to the dagger on his belt. When I say dagger, it's not dagger, it's dagger.
I'm the biggest asshole in this room right now. You want something from me, and I'm going to give it to you, and I'm going to be happy to give it to you. But you need to prove to me that you're actually going to be able to do that. And you could slit my throat, at this point. But if you did, not only would my buddy Eric here, who I don't know if you noticed, he's a great big huge motherfucker. He would kill you and all your friends. But then also all of the badass motherfuckers that are waiting for us to come back are then going to come here, and they're going to kill all your army, and nobody's going to get into that castle. So what I would suggest you do is you shut up, let me help you, and then we can all leave like normal gentlemen. But if you want to make this hard, and I think that you're smart enough because, you are in charge of an entire army and you seem to be a friend of the Sultan's, and the Sultan doesn't make mistakes, right? So I think you're probably pretty smart. And in that case, you're going to let us do what we need to do, which is blow open this gate and then leave, which is the right thing. Because, like I said, you're a smart guy, right?
Wow, talk about talking yourself into a hole.
Yeah.
He takes the dagger. He actually got it pointing at you, flips it around his hand, and stabs it down, implanting it whatever's under that pillow.
Oh, poor
you
pillow.
You will apologize.
Apologize for what exactly? I'm pretty sure that I'm helping you.
You will apologize for your commentary, or you will not leave this tent.
Sure. I'm sorry that I assumed that you were a smart enough guy to realize we're sending you everything that you need to take over this castle.
Eric's visibly ginseng.
Okay, here we go. Oh,
Dude, God bless you. I love you, man.
And this is the
all right.
tale of how Chewie got stabbed in the face.
No, they have hostages outside. It's okay. Sounds good. I'm ready to throw down, man. I'm good.
Okay. He made his roll, but I need Chewie to make me another etiquette roll. I know it seems
You know I'm not
useless
gonna
at this
make
point,
this.
but hey, you never know.
Oh
You could.
shit! I rolled an 11.
Oh, dude, that's by 1.
Oh.
So I'm gonna spend the power points.
It's cost 6 power points to bring that to a success.
Yep.
No, I'm not gonna spend 6 power points. I'd rather use
Chewie's
six.
like,
I'd rather use 6 power points to escape getting stabbed in the face.
Cassidy would have like karate chopped him in the neck to get him to shut up.
Oh, you guys and your etiquette, I love it. So good.
Let's see. What's my etiquette? Because it's probably pretty.
You want to go
Do you-
for it?
No,
Wait,
I can't talk to the class.
Mhm.
do you speak German?
No, it's only 9.
Okay.
Oh no, I speak English and bad English. Those are my 2 languages.
English and bad English.
Let's see. Let's see.
Oh no,
You have an etiquette of 9%.
yeah, no,
I
I just
don't-
I just have persuade and perform, and that's all.
You couldn't make it because you have a penalty on that.
Yeah.
So.
No, trust me. I understand that I'm completely and totally incompetent and irrelevant in this scenario right now. So all I can do is back Chewie up, and that's exactly my plan.
Okay, so he made his roll. He's not losing his shit. He still looks incredibly angry. His nose has got flaring. His eyes are just
Okay.
huge.
This is what I do. And I'm going to go, hey, Chewie, I apologize. And I basically bow very, very flourishly down and with a lot of respect to him. And when I get up, I'm going to punch Chewie in the face.
Wow. All right.
Oh shit.
Well played,
Okay.
sir. Well played.
Are you trying to hurt Chewie?
Well, look, I'm going to punch him for reals. I'm not going to hold back, but I'm not going to but I'm going to go for the chin. I'm not going to go for the throat or the, you know what I'm saying?
You might want to do a slap. That won't knock him unconscious.
Fine. A slap is great. Like a backhanded slap. So it looks like I'm doing it with contempt.
Nice. I'm gonna have him make the roll to see how he feels about that.
Okay.
With a huge bonus to it, actually. Oh yeah. Now he realizes who's in charge. I see that your colonel has apologized. I've made you apologize. He nods at Eric, realizing he's actually the one in charge.
And I nod with a hand on my chest.
And he pulls the dagger up and reaches out and hands it to Eric. Puts it out, hands it to you. Well,
and
for you to take it.
I take it. And he goes, and I go, Chewie, tell him this.
Chewie has a handprint on his face.
Yeah, tell him this. I am responsible for the actions of my underlings. Therefore, I accept punishment, and I cut myself on the arm.
Oh wow, okay.
Yeah. So Eric, the lieutenant colonel, he says he is taking responsibility for his underlings and is punishing himself.
Oh, I did not intend for him to punish himself, but I appreciate the offer. I was giving him a gift of thanks.
I tell him I wish to show with the strength of blood that I am sincere in what I am saying.
It seems that he understands what's going on without you actually even tell him.
Okay. All right. If that's what I hear from him, then I stow it, and then I get my I take my necklace off, which is my astrolabe,
Mm-hmm.
and I go, accept this as a gift from us.
It
is. And he goes, it is an heirloom.
Oh, he takes it from you, holds it in his hand. You may go speak with your women. And we'll cut back to Cassidy and Lola as they take you to the medical tent. Sorry, that took so long. You arrive at the medical tent, and oh, the smell. Oh, you smell blood, you smell dirt, you smell death. It's not pretty. And oh, good.
I'm immediately gonna yell in German, someone start boiling some water.
The guard seems to understand you and tells someone to go do that in German. When he speaks to it, definitely has lighter skin than the rest of them. And he goes, the tent guard moves off to go boil water. Like, okay, and he understands. But you go into the tent, and the guard walks you down the row of men who have different injuries. A lot of either gunshot injuries, stabs, slashes. One guy's they're holding they have broken limbs. It's a wide variety of things. Others you're assuming are suffering from dysentery. You'd have to actually do all kinds of stuff. Yes, yay, staph infections for everyone. Thank you, audience.
But I guess we'll tend to Desiree first.
Yeah, he takes you right to her, and she is not conscious. She is covered. She has dried blood in her hair. She's the one in her late 20s with red curly hair and very fair skin. She's wearing an IDA uniform. Well, what's left of it. You can see that her right arm is definitely broken, and both her legs are broken. And they've already set themselves, which is not pretty.
Cool. This is gonna need a real doctor.
Think we can get her up and moving?
I think we can definitely get her more comfortable and get her a little cleaned up. I'm gonna inspect for any open wounds. I'm assuming none of her breaks are compound.
Yeah, the one on her left leg is compound.
Oh boy. Real life Leslie has seen someone's bone before. It's not pretty.
Not pretty.
Do we have that much morphine? I don't know if we have that much morphine.
Let me pull your equipment list up.
I don't remember what's in these med kits.
You go to the starting equipment list, and it'll tell you. I copied that over.
I had that open, and I think I closed it this morning.
Drugs and ampules. No morphine.
No.
What?
Benadryl, epinephrine, lidocaine, and Oragel. Got Oragel. We're doing great.
Oragel. And Serpificac. Fantastic. Isn't that an offensive weapon?
And Neosporin,
all you've got is lidocaine. That would probably do anything. You don't have any morphine.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think she needs nitroglycerin. Don't think she needs...
We have nitroglycerin in this? Is that a medical supply?
It's in ampules. Yeah, for heart attacks.
Yeah. Huh.
We have lidocaine and we have Valium.
Well, we also got epinephrine. That's like adrenaline.
Yes, I think we also have adrenaline.
Got a whole bunch of epinephrine.
Yeah, but Lasix, that's a heart med. So other than the compound fracture in the leg, is there any other open wounds that need to be cleaned and dressed?
There's a couple wounds on her back if you're just going through her. I'll have you make a first aid roll. Actually, why don't you make a first aid roll now, just to make certain that we go over everything. You can find everything.
First aid.
Your first aid is 60%.
Oof. 55.
All right. Yeah, so you definitely find the small cuts on her back. Those are infected.
Okay. So I'm going to. Do we have peroxide? I know you're not supposed to use peroxide. Do we have peroxide those because he needs to be debrided? Oh, we're too many windows. Too many windows. We have
Yeah, triple
betadine.
antibiotic ointment is what you got. Looks like
We got betadine.
antifungal ointment. You have betadine. Yeah. Yep.
So I guess we'll wash those down and dress them. Uh, Betadine's pretty gnarly stuff, if I remember
I mean,
right.
you could give her the Valium instead of the lidocaine, and that would give her all the Valium, and she would probably do okay. It like the person mentioned in chat, it is an opioid.
Yeah, can we rouse her?
Oh well, actually, once you start working on her back, she immediately wakes up, and goes right into a moan, and then almost a scream as you're rolling on onto her side. That's not the
Okay.
broken arm.
Um, Desiree. It's okay. It's okay. We're gonna get you cleaned up better.
Mike knows. Mike's been in this situation with 2 years ago when I broke in my shoulders. It's not a pleasant experience to wake up to.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're from Earth. We're from your Earth.
Huh? Oh, what?
Do I remember Desiree's background? Would
No, you
Cassidy
don't.
remember? Leslie doesn't remember. Would Cassidy remember?
Let me just check and see what that was. Off the top of my head, I can't remember for some reason. Why do I have so many windows open, Mike? Why? Oh, because Ottoman Empire shit. Yeah, that's great. Turkish names, other bullshit. I had it open.
I was only a lifeguard. I only remember so much medical information.
Yeah, I'm not gonna
I
hold that
didn't get
against
the
you.
heavy stuff. I got the how to not get puked on when you give someone CPR.
Hang on a second. I've forgotten at this point. It's been so long since I wrote that. All right, print with the Trello board.
We also have saline, so we could it's technically eye wash, but we could flush with that.
Yep, sure can. She is. He is a dispatch for she's dispatched for the county police in Kansas, Topeka City, Kansas.
Okay, so she knows a little bit about keeping her head, hopefully. I'm gonna
911, can I help you?
as I'm gonna roll her back over after we get her cleaned up. I'm trying to be reassuring and telling her this is exactly what I'm doing. You have open sores on your back. We're disinfecting them and bandaging them, so hopefully they don't get worse.
The pain is
Can
she's gonna pass
Yeah.
out again from the pain.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna roll her back over. Good Lord, what are we gonna do with this leg?
Okay, so while
Let me
Cassie's
try
doing this,
the
what is Lola
dangerous
doing?
leg. I think I want to try and see if I can heal the leg like I healed Chewy's.
Oh, all right. Wow. Okay. Without the headband, let's see how well this goes.
Maybe I don't need the headband.
Maybe it
Maybe
don't.
the headband just wants me to become reliant on it. Probably. Hopefully.
Maybe. Okay, so you know what? Just make me a roll and we'll see how it goes. I'll tell you
Okay.
I'll tell you what the cost's been in a minute. Just go ahead and make me a roll.
Roll D100. That's a 5,
A
baby.
5. Wow. Okay, so
Nice.
you're gonna spend okay, what are you trying to heal before we get any further than that?
The really fucked up leg.
Okay,
I think you said was the left leg.
the compound leg fracture. Yeah, her shin is actually broken up, and it's like that. It's hard to even look at. Ugh, 'cause I've seen that, and it's
It happened to that basketball guy.
yeah.
Ugh.
One of my friends broke his ankle in a cliff fall, or rock climbing, and just to see that was
Mm.
hard enough. Um, I'm just glad my shoulders didn't do that. Phew. So yeah, you reach in and put your hand on it, even though it feels gross. You're actually touching bone, which
Yeah.
will feel weird. But you, okay, you're gonna spend 12 power points as you
Sure.
put your hand on the bone, and the bone goes back down into the skin. The skin closes, and the bruising kind of floats away, and it feels a lot better. It still feels kind of lumpy and weird, but the actual compound fracture seems to be gone. At least it's back under the skin.
Hey, Cass, I think I got at least this leg's in better shape.
Yeah, I don't know that there's anything we can do other than to better immobilize than they have.
The guard who's
As
standing there
far
with you flips the fuck out. He's just staring like that. He looks at Lola and he mutters a word
Science!
that you don't know and he backs away. And he has his
Don't
hand up
worry,
in
we
front
just
of
did
his
a
face.
science. It's fine.
Yeah, I shoo him away.
We're actually a coven.
Just for
Hmm.
those who are watching, the the subtitle translation says witch.
Yeah.
We're actually
I
a coven.
desperately wanted to say something, but I'm not gonna.
I'm sorry, Jim. What was that?
I desperately wanted to say something about the cat in front of people, but I wasn't there. So
Hmm.
Okay. Uh, Lola, new, new plan. We're a coven. She's in our coven. Okay. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, sounds good.
You don't know what he
oh
said, but
no.
it's obvious he's not having a good time with what you're doing, and he's just backed away. And he's reached for his sword. He hasn't pulled it out, but he's definitely looking at Lola with
I'm
fear and frustration and um um uh uncertainty.
I'm gonna put my hand up, kind of like a reassuring, slow it down, bring it down. We're all good. And in German, I'm gonna tell him that we have better medical technology than him. It's okay. He doesn't need to be alarmed. I
Yeah,
doubt that's gonna
okay,
work,
sure.
but that's what I'm gonna tell him.
Make me an etiquette roll.
I think I actually kind of have etiquette, if I
You have
remember
33
right.
for etiquette.
You,
So
you
make me
got
an
Yeah,
your
etiquette.
look at me. Look at me. I got all the manners, you
you
guys.
got your Minnesota charm.
Yeah. Where, what's etiquette? Etiquette. 33. Shit. 36.
Oh, wow. You want to spend the power
I'm going
points?
to spend 6 of my power points.
All right, so you get the success, and he calms down a little bit. He still has his hand on his sword, but he doesn't look terrified. He's still a good 6, 7, 8 feet from you, just because he's scared. He continues to look. He's just eyeballing Lola dead on, like she's the threat. You're not a threat. She's a threat.
Um,
He's,
I
I mean,
mean,
even though
he's
you
not
healed
wrong.
somebody, he's still scared.
can I attempt to rouse her again to get her to eat something and take a Valium?
Um, let's see. What'd you roll for first aid? 50,
Uh,
55.
55.
You'd have to kind of. Oh wait, actually, look at the medical kit.
We've got sniffing salts or whatever.
Yeah, I
Not
think you do
sniffing.
right.
Yeah. We have something.
Yeah, you have ammonia, so that'll
Yeah.
wake anyone up. You can give her some codeine, Tylenol codeine. Or you're gonna give her the Valium, right? Okay.
We'll give her Valium.
And mind you, I've taken Lasix. It's not as bad as you'd think it would be.
Lasix is
I had to take it in the hospital recently.
for your heart, though, isn't it?
Well,
Isn't
it
it a blood thinner?
helps your body pull in more air because I couldn't well I wasn't able to breathe. They gave me Lasix so it opens up your lungs and
Hmm.
causes better blood flow. It's weird stuff. It makes you feel a little
Is this a
high from all
blood
the
pressure
oxygen.
med?
Kinda, yeah. It was designed to thin my blood out so I could breathe better. It's interesting stuff. Anyway, So you're doing that while Lola is obviously tired from doing that. I told you your PowerPoint spends. You're good there. But definitely took a lot out of you to do that.
Yeah,
But
I'm definitely trying to not show my tiredness. I'm like, yeah, I could do magic all day.
That's right.
Are you
um,
eyeballing him back? Because
Yep.
okay. Oh shit. So
I'm just
he's
staring him
still
dead on.
he's definitely scared, but not in a threatening way.
um, so essentially, I have her as stabilized as I can get her with what I have, right? Like,
Yep.
okay. Um, is there anyone else that looks like stuff that I could kind of take care of without Lola doing magic and without proving we're witches? Can I start just giving people chamomile tea and like
Sure, you can if you want to. Those who
um
can, those who are sick, you really have a lot. You have a lot of stuff, but you have things like aspirin and Tylenol codeine, and even toothache gel, which antibiotic ointment. You can actually do all kinds of wacky things with that. Not a ton of things, but you can do a lot of stuff with it.
and now they tell us you can use Vaseline. It's basically the same as using Neosporin. Just need to keep the wound moist. Um, but I want to try and, switch clean dressings onto things that could have clean dressings. Um, sanitize some shit.
Okay, you can do some work on 4 or 5 of them while you're doing that.
Yeah.
So meanwhile, back at the main tent, 'cause it's about the same amount of time. He's motioned for you to go and speak to your women friends before you go back to where you need to get your items. And he will send some guards with you to make certain that no one bothers you on the way there in case there are other soldiers who are trying to waylay other troops.
Agree. So we make our way over there. No problem.
Okay, so you guys make your way to the medical tent.
Chewy man, I really want to apologize for that, dude, but I was just trying to get us out of a bad sitch. That guy was gonna slit us apart.
I don't want to hurt people, but I kind of want to hurt that guy.
You know what? I'm kind of with you too, and if it helps, you can smack me back and be like,
Nah, it's fine. You did what you needed to do. Like, I mean, I'm glad you didn't hit me too hard, but I was being kind of mouthy. Yeah.
you know what? I can't blame you. The guy's an asshole, really. But I was just trying to get us out of that and back on track is all. And like I said, I hate the idea of doing anything mean to you, man, because look, I think we're becoming friends, so that's cool. But just hey, if we go back and at the end of this, if we can kill that guy, let's kill him.
All right, deal.
Okay, so you guys the soldier walk to the medical tent, and there's a crowd. And Chewy, the word you're hearing is witch, repeated a bunch of
Oh,
times. And we're going ahead and we're going to take our 10-minute break at this point. So the fear in the guys. So we'll be back in 10 minutes.
Thank you, Ted.
All right.
And we're
We all
back.
ready? All right. Welcome back from break. When we last left our heroes before the break, um, Eric and Chewie had walked up to the medical tent where a bunch of soldiers had gathered, British soldiers had gathered, and they were all muttering the phrase or the word witch. And a lot of them are nervous, but they're watching inside the tent. Um, just for reference, for Lola and for Cassidy, the tent soldiers in the tent have kind of backed out. You realize you're kind of in there by yourselves, but the patients are there with you. But there's no one in there with you. Then the guy who was with you is backed out away from you guys to the point where he's at the door of the tent, well, the opening of the tent flap, pretty far away from you. And he's
I'm
still
gonna.
muttering. He's still muttering a word to himself.
Oh. I'm also gonna hand Lola the tub of Vicks Vapor Rub and say, "Put this in your nose; it'll make it better."
Oh yeah, because Lola's nose would be bleeding.
Well,
Probably.
that and it smells like death in here,
That too.
so you can smell
Yeah,
menthol and camphor instead of death.
yeah, Lola's gonna do that. She's been busy trying to be a dramatic witch, and now she's just.
Yeah, you
Also,
realize that your bloody nose may have caused him to flip the hell out.
also we're in a coven now. That's
Well,
the story.
you don't know what he said, but it wasn't. But obviously, he was afraid of you guys.
Um, but yeah, I'm gonna kind of move through and clean and dress what we can. If I can better immobilize splinted injuries. Start just dispensing aspirin to everyone.
Yep. Well, they know what aspirin is.
There's-
It was actually been around for forever, but
there's-
you just have it in tablet form.
There's Tylenol with codeine in there. That'll help them all.
A big bottle of Tylenol with codeine.
There you go. Are you allergic to anything? Too bad. Bye.
So you guys roll up to that. Well, what are you guys doing? So just to ask. To muttering of witch. Oh, witch. This is not good. Witch. The strangers are witches.
I don't understand jack about it.
It couldn't be trusted.
I've already caused enough trouble. They think she's a witch. And I don't know. Should we tell them that she is a witch? Maybe scare them away, or should we tell them that they're not a witch? Because I could tell them all that she's going to put a curse on them. That'd be kind of, and if they don't stay away. But also we're trying to help these guys, and I'm not sure what we should do.
Well, I think that if we actually validate the witch thing, it'll cause a lot of fear. Fear causes panic. Panic causes irrational behavior, which would be very bad for us in general. You have to understand, at this period of time, somebody's labeled a witch, not just a witch, they're a Satan worshiper, and they're going to eat your babiys. You understand?
Babies.
Very bad thing.
Oh,
Yeah, babies, like cookies.
All right.
Um,
All right. Yeah. So, hey, everybody. She's not a witch. She just is really smart, and she's knows a lot of good medicine. Yeah. Obviously, that's what this bag is full of, is really good medicine. So there's nothing to concern yourself about. She is definitely not a witch.
witches don't exist.
Yeah. Witches are not real. Witches are just used to scare children. You're not children, are you?
They all turn to look at you when you start doing that, and they seem to calm down a little bit, but they're even leery of you now. So while Cassidy is doing all this checking folks, what is Lola doing? Besides staring at folks with her bloody nose on her face, looking terrifying.
Probably cleaning up, and I think she's probably looking around the tent, seeing if there are any wheels, just in case we need to run off with Desiree really quickly.
No,
Like, if is there a cart or anything?
no carts. Even these quote unquote beds, they're just blankets on the ground.
And if there's nothing, I'm just gonna help, and I'll help Cass whatever she needs. Like grabbing water, getting rags ready. Like, I may not know first aid that well, but it's still easier to have two hands than one.
But yeah, and the guy who brought the cauldron of boiling water, it just helps prove the point that you're witches to everybody else. But he just stays away. So you guys see them, they're moving around the tent, they're trying to help people. Um,
I use the clean boiled water for cleaning wounds, but like, when it's not boiling hot anymore.
it's just hot at this point.
Yeah.
So yep, you can see them, they're working away apparently.
All right. So what's the prognosis here, doctors? Can we take her back to the truck?
Well, we drugged her up. Um, so we could probably move her
Yeah, I fixed her
somewhat
leg.
somewhat comfortably. I don't think we can make her fully comfortable.
And I think the big thing is she probably won't die of shock.
Oh shit, totally forgot about that. We probably should have put a blanket on her or something.
Do you show her to them?
Yes.
So you guys see how busted up she is.
Oh,
Although one pant leg is ripped off for no reason that you can fathom.
We've got her more stable than she was. We cleaned all the wounds that we could find. We Lola dealt with a compound fracture. I've better immobilized her other broken limbs. She's gonna need an orthopedic surgeon.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
true. I think I figured out how to work on your leg without the weird headband.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
that's cool.
Yeah,
But that's not a today thing. I'm very tired. Don't let them know.
All right.
Yeah.
So that's good because that means we don't have to take the magic tiara out of the box.
Yeah, you guys definitely see that one of the legs and both arms have definitely fractures, and they look like they've healed. So Eric would notice that, and it's not a pretty sight. The bones have already reknitted and set, so not pretty.
So how long is she? How long ago? How long have they been here?
About 3 months they've been here, but you don't know when the escape attempt happened.
Okay. Oh man, this is a bad situation. We were trying to get them to let you guys take her back, trying to feign like, oh, they're just women, they're not important, playing on their own sexism, but didn't quite work.
Well, I'm very important.
Actually, I'm pretty sure that he sees you guys as leverage.
Yeah, he wants hostages.
Yeah.
So did you actually come to a deal, or is he just going to stall and keep one of us here forever?
Well, I don't have any real reason to believe that the man will keep his word. He seems very ambitious and sees this entire situation as a way to advance himself politically with the Sultan. So I believe that whether we help them or not, there's going to be a situation where we're either going to have to try to find a way to escape or simply fight our way out, or whichever way we're going to have to go about it. I don't think he's going to readily just let us go, especially if we actually show him all the things that we can do. I do believe that his arrogance makes him believe that he's in a superior position and doesn't really truly grasp the threat and danger that we are, which seems to be one of our very few advantages here. And we also have the wild card of a third fringe-worthy individual that may still be out there. We don't know where, but I don't believe that with the situation of the condition of the portal currently, I don't believe that he has left this particular realm, or whatever the fuck you want to call it. So we got to really kind of figure out. I think it's in our best interest to help him now because it gives us enough time to get her in a position where she might be able to be moved that is the only real thing that's holding us back is the fact that I think that a hasty retreat and any kind of conflict will definitely doom her to death. She does not look good, even with your best efforts. This is bad.
Hmm.
And honestly, I think we like getting her out of here as soon as possible, sir. Best thing, yeah, we wanted to get her stable. I don't know how much more stable we can get her.
Yeah, something that we tried to negotiate. At least I took it from the half of the conversation I heard Chewy having. Chewy, what do you think, man? You're the one talking it out with these guys.
Well, I think they're all assholes. First off,
I'm with you.
but like, here's the thing: they're all. Can anybody hear us? Can anybody over here?
No,
what
all
we're
the
saying?
folks are backed out of the tent. No one's anywhere near you guys.
Good. All right. All right. So I think that we need to make sure that anything we've got, we set up some insurance so that after we make this deal with him, we've got a clear route out of here. And what I'm thinking is, I got a whole crate of C4 back of the truck, and we just booby trap everything, and then we just make it clear that if he doesn't let us go, that we just blow all this shit to Kingdom Come.
Or or we can actually be a little bit more canny about it and set up basically this is what we can do, and we can do this to your camp at any time. Press a button and blow the crap out of something with some C4 to basically let him know that look, you may think that you're in charge here, but we have resources and abilities that you cannot really comprehend.
Yeah.
And you really need to be nice to us, or else things are not going to work out for you.
Yeah. Also, I was thinking if we're going to get some RPGs and use them to blow up the gate, if one of them went stray and went into his tent, what would we do? I'm just saying.
Oh yeah, that would be horrible, and totally disrupt their command and control too, which is also very advantageous.
Sure.
Point of order: Arturo's in his tent.
Oh well, okay, we can't do that.
With a whole bunch of chemicals.
Yeah, yeah. So we can. The key is we get Arturo and Desiree out of here safely.
Oh, okay. Arturo was in that tent. I thought we were taken to a separate tent after we spoke to Arturo.
No, it's the same tent. It's a large tent.
Oh, okay, gotcha. It's a pavilion. Gotcha.
Mm-hmm.
I just wish we knew where what's his face was.
Payton.
Yeah, Peyton.
So do we know? Do we know when they busted up the gate, or did they do that before he tried to escape, or did they do it after he tried to escape, or maybe after he did escape?
Would Lola have gotten kind of a time frame of how long ago it happened when she saw it?
I believe she went back
Yeah.
with her way back through a month. Yeah.
Yeah, I think
Oh, so
I believe like 3 months was the time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You know, it was a month ago. At least
A month
it was
ago?
around a month ago.
All right, so what we
Okay.
got to do is ask Arturo when he left, and if he left before a month ago, then he probably got out, and he's probably with the pirates. If he got out less than a month ago, then he's somewhere here.
But also, if he sees an RPG go off, he may and is observing this area at all, that might tip him off that somebody is here.
Sure.
I mean, it's a long shot, honestly, but at least something, because really we're not in a position to go out searching for him. And
you guys probably because I totally read all of the briefs on all of the people we were looking for, but I just wanted to quiz you guys. What do you remember about this Predin guy? What was his background?
I don't remember anything. Leslie doesn't remember anything about
Yeah.
All right. So since you guys aren't sure,
didn't read the files.
it.
why don't you all
What-
make me idea rolls?
Idea.
Let's see.
Eeh.
Rolled a 92.
Of course, Chewie failed.
Chewie has no idea.
Roll D100. 22. Yeah, that succeeds. I'm rolling good tonight.
Oh. 64.
54.
My
Okay.
idea is a 65.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You just cut it, Clue. And Jim, what was your roll? You said
54.
54.
Hmm.
Let's see. Are you in there?
Idea would be where?
It's characteristic rolls, like line 32 on our sheet.
Gotcha.
Your idea is a 50.
My
No,
idea is
sorry,
70.
70. I'm looking at luck. So yeah. Okay, Lola and Eric remember that he was according to his file, he was a very poorly paid private detective based out of Trenton, New Jersey.
Oh yeah, that guy's not going to survive in the wilds for a month.
That's city boy like.
In Turkey, not speaking the language.
But
I'm betting he got out the gate, got picked up by the pirates before he could get home.
that
Yeah.
could be.
Maybe he became a pirate because they paid him better.
Could be.
Yeah, if in the event that he is in Constantinople, no, we can come back. Like, if he's somehow been fine this whole time, then we can, then taking down this camp and not letting them blow up Constantinople will probably help. Either way, I don't like this captain, commander, colonel, whatever.
Oh, these guys are all a-holes. Absolutely. Um, the thing is, I find everybody here in this world completely irrelevant. I don't give a crap about them. They can all die in a car fire. I don't give a shit. I want to get our people. I want to get the fuck out of here. That's all I care about.
Yep. Like we don't got to worry about like messing up the time stream or nothing, because we're not back in time. We're in just some other. This is like literally the past of 1949 world, and who knows? Maybe the results of this fight will be the one that doesn't make the America bad, or maybe we're gonna do something that is, who knows.
Simple fact of the matter is that the cosmos put us
I
here.
just want to find the universe where everyone gets a free kitten.
You know what? I'm down for that.
Went to that place.
I don't even like cats.
That's where we got Gerald.
Yeah, you haven't seen Gerald in a while.
Did Gerald come through the portal with us?
Yeah, he
Yeah.
did.
Okay.
I think he was in the dune buggy too, because he didn't want to be left behind.
He was on the truck with us, that's for sure.
Yeah, no, he came with you guys in the bug. You guys asked if he'd come, and he finds it okay. Right. Okay.
I'm gonna
Sure.
stick out my head out the tent and yell, Gerald!
Like that's gonna make a cat show up.
And everybody thinks it's a curse.
Gerald! Oh, shit, she's cursing us.
Oh, she's giving us the evil eye.
Gerald is very resourceful. He will find his way.
I'm certain he will. To food, because if he really figures out that we no longer have food for him, I'm certain he'll find another place.
Since I have time, I think I'll make a roll about him.
But what we have negotiated is our need to go back to gather equipment to aid them, which basically means that we get to go back to the truck. But I don't think that we're going to be able to go as a big group. They want you still tending to their sick.
Well, they think they want us still tending to their sick. But now we're witches.
Yeah, but now you're witches. So, but the thing is, the witch situation is one of the things that makes me very, very hesitant to leave you two alone. That kind of stuff is, people get scared enough to be very murderous about this. So that kind of freaks me out a little bit as to your safety.
Okay, so what's the plan?
We should take the dune buggy back to the truck, get our RPGs, and the C4. We'll use the RPGs to blow up the gate, but we'll set some C4 uh, traps.
Now, the problem with that is, are they going to be able to leave us unobserved? Um, and this is just a thing. If once again using their sexism against them, I think that a woman going to the river to pick up water or something like that might be something that might be able to peel away, maybe set some C4 somewhere. But I think they're going to be watching you and me, Chewy, like a hawk.
Sure, sure.
It only makes sense that they would. So we're going to have to try to figure out how we're going to do the subterfuge of laying that down. But we can develop a plan on that while we return to retrieve what we need. And I think that requires discussion with the colonel as to how he's going to handle that, because I'm pretty sure it's going to be an escorted situation, and he's going to have his soldiers following us to go retrieve those things. But
did you make a deal to let us go back to the? Yeah, what did you talk about? Fill us in.
We tried. Well, you tell him, Chewy, because you know all.
So Patterson killed some of their people, and so he thinks that he needs to be repaid for that, and he wants to do that by keeping Arturo here to show him science. And we're like, yeah, but I don't got time for that. So I want to get Arturo out of here right away. What can we do to make this right as quickly as possible? And he wants to get in the gate to storm the city with as few casualties as possible. So I'm like, okay, well, we can do that because we got a whole crate full of RPGs back in the truck. So the deal is we're going to blow that gate open. You guys are going to use what medicine we've got on the people here to fix them up. And then all of us will go home. That's the deal that we have right now. I don't trust this guy, though. I think he'll try and keep us all. I want to make sure we have some insurance. And maybe possibly a stray rocket might, and again, I'm looking around, make sure nobody can overhear me. I think that if a stray RPG were to land in the colonel's lap, then I would not cry about that.
Yeah, that works for me. So I guess let's go back to our truck.
He's also insistent that you guys stay here.
Yeah.
Just for reminders, I put their names of the folks in the chat, so just so you have that.
What's a banana bag?
It is a IV with B12, magnesium, a couple other things. Supposed to really help with a hangover, but dehydration in general. B12.
Neat.
E.
But wouldn't hurt for sure. One of the guards pokes his head in the tent and says, "Are you done? Shall I notify the lieutenant?"
Ladies, anything else?
I mean, let's be honest. We could sit here and clean wounds all day.
Yeah, we have more important things to do.
Which means you want us to make sure that you get out of here, or
are we not coming with you to the truck?
According to the current instruction that we have from the colonel, he does not wish that, but we can work on further negotiation for that. But it is in his best interest to keep something to make sure that we come back what we say we come back with.
He's not gonna let us leave.
I honestly don't think he is, and it is his impression that all you're good for is this.
Well, I trust you two to hurry back with the weapons then.
We'll make haste. As long as that the batteries on that bad boy keep going, we'll go as fast as we can. But I wish at least one of you could understand what they said, so you can just keep an ear out. But there's nothing we can do. It's just a bad sitch.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you're gonna leave them with Arturo
Mm-hmm.
while you two head back to the portal and the truck.
Do you think you could get him to let you take Desiree back?
We don't want to leave Desiree in the truck by herself.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah, that's pretty much sealing her fate at that point. But yeah, the only thing you could probably rationally do is one of you. He's gonna, but I don't want to leave just one of you here alone. At the very least, have somebody covering your back.
Yeah, we should stay as a group. I mean, like Cass and I.
Once again, I hate the idea of giving us up, but I don't see too much more choice in this. I don't know what kind of leverage we can have otherwise. We can actually try to convince them that having Arturo and the wound and what's your face
Desiree?
Ray as hostages, but that's an asset he's already had. I'm not sure if he's utterly convinced that we're that dedicated to it. I don't know. So let's go. Hey Chewie, let's go back and talk and see if we can try to keep the group together. I would rather do that. If we can't, then we'll be back as soon as we can. That work?
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe let's also grab some more medical supplies and we can toss some pistols in that bag.
Sounds good to me.
Okay, so you two are going back. Are you two staying or going back with them?
Well,
We already know he doesn't really think much of us, so I don't know that us being there would make.
Hey, we can just nonchalantly just all walk up to the thing and just saying, "Oh no, we're all going together," and then force the issue. We can go that route.
How?
We can just say, "Hey, look, you need more medical gear." They're the ones that are going to that now that have seen your people. They know they're going to know what they need to bring, so they're essential for us to come back, and we know the other gear. So you can escort us with your men. We don't have a problem with that, but it's going to be all four of us grabbing the stuff because that's what we. Do you think you can convince them of that, Chewie?
I'd certainly try.
Let's go for it. Tell the lieutenant we're ready to go.
Okay, Lieutenant's waiting for you guys outside the medical tent behind all the men who are still gathered watching. And the second you all walk out, the men disperse backward, and they go back to their duties because they realize the Lieutenant's there and they're going to get in trouble. And he says to Chewie, "Are you ready to leave?"
Yeah, we're ready to go.
Are you taking the scientist with you?
Yes.
Just would be Arturo, right? Well,
Yes.
I'm sorry, I don't know what he's saying. I should shut up.
We need to take the woman and Arturo with us.
That's not what I was told. Those two, and he points at Lola and Cassidy, are to stay here. And Arturo, I believe, is to stay here. I'll have to clarify.
Let him know we're happy to talk to the colonel about it or whatever.
Let's all go and speak with the colonel.
I see no harm in that. Come with me.
All right. He says we can go with him.
He turns and walks you guys back to the colonel's pavilion. And the lieutenant's got that shotgun proudly slung over his shoulder. It doesn't match his armor and his sword, but hey, it's his first shotgun.
Is he the only one with a shotgun?
Yeah.
Just out of curiosity, is the shotgun safety on or off?
You'd have to get in close to look at it.
I'll try and get a good look and see if the safety's on or off.
All right, I think that's a spot check. which is for you.
Spot. Oh, I missed it. I got a 64.
Yeah, you can't get close enough to see it.
I'm wondering if he's ever actually used that thing, or if there's even any shells left in it.
Oh man, that's a gamble.
I know.
He was pointing that thing at me like he knew how to hold it at the very least.
If you get a chance,
He did work the action on it, so you know.
Well, if he worked the action on it, then he ejected a shell out of it. That means it's got even less shells in it. Does he have any obvious extra ammo for it?
You don't know. He's got a couple of bags on his belt. They could have shells in it. You don't know. You would know those shotguns did come with bandoliers because you have some as well.
Mm-hmm.
But he leads you back to the tent. Um, just walks you straight inside. Arturo breathes a heavy sigh of relief as he turns to see you. I'll return. Okay, he didn't leave me. So what's the plan? Can we and Lieutenant Nick ignores him and walks over to the inner the pavilion and says, "Just wait here," and goes inside the area where the colonel is.
Eric, you should talk to Arturo a little bit and get the lowdown in English.
Oh, what do you want to know?
You should tell Eric about stuff that I don't
Well,
want I don't want to speak about out loud is what I'm trying to say.
but
Okay.
what? Give me a time frame of when this escape tried to happen. Do you have any idea where Peyton might have gone, or did you observe anything that might be helpful?
I don't know how long ago it was. We've been here a while, at least maybe several weeks. Days kind of blur by without a calendar or a watch that works, or just you know what I mean. I got these batteries that don't match my watch or any clocks I have, so I don't know what day of the week it is. But it's been at least probably 4, 5, 6 weeks, maybe.
Okay.
That's why I figured it would take him that long to walk all the way back to Hatsumi, but I had just given up hope I had given up all hope and figured they killed him. I don't know where he could have gone. We explored almost all the portals. Um, he locked the treehouse one that he told us about, but I don't remember what he said. It was we don't need to go in there. There are things in there.
Hmm.
That could be anything. Could be monkeys for all I know.
Snakes.
But there was the island with the cat that ran around. We chased him around a bit.
You
Um,
didn't talk to the cat?
oh, you mean me? You all pretty much jump out of your skin.
Gato.
As
Gerald!
sitting there, um, as it comes under the flap of the tent, is Gerald, and he has a grenade in his mouth.
Gerald, why didn't you tell us that you met these people? Or did he?
Gato,
No?
where did you get that grenade, Gato?
Oh, I found it. I took it from the truck. I figured you might need it.
Oh well, that was very nice of you. I'm happy that you're looking out for us, buddy.
That's freaking great, buddy. Thanks. That's very useful.
If you're going to use it, I'm going to go back in the bug. I'll see you later.
You should probably stay clear of the tents.
Yep, bug nap time. I'm out of here. Don't wake me up. Those things taste awful.
I will pick up that grenade.
One fragmentation grenade. I'm trying to think where he could on. Um, There was the one we didn't check. I don't know if the light was flashing on that one. We didn't do that. Um, there was the chamber with I think it was lava
Oh yeah, that's where we
Yeah.
got my burrito.
Hmm. It's
burrito.
nice and warm.
Yeah.
They
Little
ran some
body
sort of
heater.
experiment there
You
that
left that at
you
base,
just
didn't
know.
you?
Yeah, that's at base.
Yeah, we left it at base.
We're
But I still
there.
call it my burrito. It's my burrito. I found it. I discovered it. It's named after me.
Your name is Burrito?
No, the burrito's name is Cassidy.
That's not weird or
When
anything.
since when has it had a name? I don't remember
Its
you
name is
naming.
Cassidy's Burrito.
There was a world with a giant spaceship. We didn't get a chance to get too deep into that. There was a lot of clockwork stuff. He could have gone there. We had the clothing for that. We were kind of still wearing it.
Did you
Um,
did you guys go to the one with the gold mine?
oh yeah. That was his turn on that one. Um, he said it was in some kind of desert,
The gold mine was in a
but
desert.
the cavern went out to a cave opening, and he went through it. It was nighttime. Apparently, it smelled like a desert. From what he saw, it could be a desert in the middle of nowhere. But the cave had one of those illusionary entrances,
Right, right,
like the
right.
one with that waterfall.
Yeah, we found that.
And then all hell broke loose, and kind of know where we're at, I guess.
Did you hear anything or know anything about them disrupting the portal, the pillar or pylon or whatever it is? Because apparently it
No,
was really bad.
Lieutenant mentioned that they didn't catch him, that he got away. Um, and they said they fought with him, but that's all they said.
Well, the colonel did mention that apparently he lost some men in that exchange.
One of them came back burned and injured, and he did die later. And there was the one who died from the pistol shot from the gunshot on the way there. So there were two who died from gunshots. That's Mike's mistake. And then from some kind of burn to his skin. And they said he escaped in the cave, and they could not find him.
He got out.
Yeah.
If necessary, if we need to make some of their special rounds backfire on them, fill them with C4, maybe, or something like that. Do you think that's something that you might be able to pull off?
Uh, Let me think. Might have to check for that. Because I don't think I can. It's pretty volatile stuff and dangerous. I mean, I'm making tracer rounds in the 1400s effectively, so you know that's kind of not really safe. I mean, you can take that stuff and probably dump it on the ground and set it on fire and cause enough problems. He points at 2-gallon bottles of what used to be bleach, apparently.
I guess it
They even
isn't.
say Clorox on the side.
Oh wait.
Oh, it's not LA's Awesome Bleach?
No,
He's got.
We didn't get the sponsorship
it's
for that.
product placement.
He's got bleach. Like how much bleach does he
Well,
got?
no, there's not bleach there now. It's all the tracer fluid that's put on the bullets.
Oh, I see. Um,
Yeah, because if we had some ammonia and some bleach, that'd be really nice.
that's what I was thinking.
Yeah, I wish
Uh,
I'd done that instead, but I didn't have any ammonia when we got captured.
Everybody's got ammonia. It's called pee. Just boil it down.
You just don't have the time. When you're surrounded by a bunch of guys with swords and clubs, you really don't have the urge to spend time to pee. You kind of have to just do it right then. Not that I did, but
oh man, is Arturo sitting in pee pants?
no, he's not. Not that I did. Just saying. Did you get a chance to look at Desiree? Is she going to be okay? I know she was in a lot of pain and all
Um,
those broken bones.
we cleaned her up better. We got that compound fracture fixed, but she's going to need a good orthopedic surgeon and probably a lot of physical therapy.
But she'll
That's
live. That's,
So
I think, the important part right now.
Yeah.
we bought her
And
some time, and I think that's the best we could have done under the circumstances.
yeah, we can get her home.
okay. All right. You want me to see if I can rig up a travois or something? I know they have horses. We can probably drag her. Oh, but I'm assuming you didn't. Unless you came on horses?
No, we got a dune buggy.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I didn't think of that for us.
We've had a few months to prep since you guys disappeared, right? So like they've upped the game. Like we got a
Yeah.
whole huge truck full of gear, explosives,
Next,
all
yeah,
kinds of
next
stuff.
time don't requisition a Chevy.
Yeah.
That wasn't my call. I think that was Peyton's personal truck.
Oh, he's probably pissed.
Yeah, he was.
Because
Very pissed.
that truck had small PP energy all over it.
I'm not gonna judge someone based on the trucks. He did fine. He's not an idiot. Running was a good idea. We just kind of screwed it up. So
No, I think it was a good plan. It just didn't work out. But that's why we're here now.
I mean, I can hope we got back to the equipment he left in the gold mine. That'll be a start. At
Did
least
we see
it,
any equipment in the gold mine?
no, you didn't. The only thing you saw in the gold mine was a pack that was full of the gold mined from the wall, and that's it. And it had dust all over it, but it was probably dust from the wall.
Wait. If there was gear left behind, and he said that the tunnel ended with an illusion, that means there's nobody local could have found that.
Hmm.
That means this fucker probably went back there and tried to mine some gold instead of going to warn to report back. Highly suspicious of this Peyton guy.
Hmm.
Pardon me. I just love how you guys are interpreting this because I know exactly what happened, but
Mhm.
I love how you guys interpret this stuff.
Well, either way, we need to get Arturo and Desiree out of
Yeah.
here first.
I like that. I like that idea a lot. Let's go do that.
Well, there's another hurdle we have to go through before we actually secure exit to anyone, since the portal is broken now and cannot be used. So unless we're planning on running away to Egypt or something, I think we need to tackle that problem first.
So I have there's nobody listening to us, is there?
Yeah, I think there's people listening to us.
All right. Well,
So
then I have to say all this under my breath and try and cue that. I have a few theories about this. One is we do have the.
I take out my pad of engineering paper and give Chewie a pen.
Oh, okay. There we go. Hey, I like that idea. So there's a scribbling on here. So I got a couple ideas. One is this is the only time we've ever seen a portal that has a pylon on this side. That doesn't seem normal.
True.
And I'm guessing that a broken pylon hooked up to a gate is going to deactivate the gate. But if we either completely destroyed the pylon or we removed it, the gate would go back to default mode and turn on because it's controlled by the pylon on the other side, which was on. One theory. The other idea is we do have the magic headband in the truck.
Again, it's science, not magic. I'm just gonna throw that out there.
And this, well, I'm writing this down. I'm not. We have the
She
headband.
takes the pen and writes science
Yeah.
really big on the paper.
We have the headband in the truck, and we use the headband to fix a portal once before. The other alternative is we blow all these guys up and live like kings.
And it could still be Constantinople.
Yes.
And we could go back there.
Yes.
All good options, but it's something that we're definitely going to want to look at when we get back to the cave. The only situation is how are we going to do that while being observed and escorted. Is there something in the med kit that might be able to knock these guys out? Do we have any ether or anything like that?
I don't think we have either.
We do have a whole lot of booze back in the truck.
We have Narcan.
You know, that is actually not a bad idea. They are soldiers. Especially if there's something we can put in the booze.
We can just give them all a Benadryl.
Yeah, do we got
And
any
then wait
sleeping
3
meds?
hours.
I don't think NyQuil or Benadryl is going to be the answer. Besides, I would never want to expose them to that green fucking death flavor. That's just
Technically, Cassidy, you have a whole bottle of syrup of Ipecac. You can do all kinds of crazy shit
We
with
do
that.
have Ipecac. We have Ipecac, but no carbon.
well, it still produces vomiting. So,
Yeah, but some stuff you don't want to throw up, you want to neutralize.
well, the point
But-
is to keep them really uncomfortable and distracted, not really trying to release any poisons or anything like that.
You only need a spoonful.
Yeah, but does it still work if mixed in something else?
You don't know.
I'm not sure. Leslie's not sure.
Yeah, Arturo, I feel like you should know. Aren't you a chemist or something?
Yeah, I don't handle medical stuff. I mean,
Those are chemicals. I'm just saying.
Can you make meth?
We don't have you certified to make meth.
no, I don't know how to make meth.
Just had a good indica. The wacky Venus.
Yeah, we're 2008. Yeah, even high school teachers know how to make meth.
Yeah,
There's a whole show about it.
I could, but I'm not going to do that. I don't have the equipment for it, first of all, and I don't have the chemicals for it.
Come on, man, we got to cook.
No, it works when mixed with things. It's been used in cough syrups before, which is a terrifying thought.
Well,
Okay.
you expectorate.
Yeah, you really do.
Well, if we get them basically in that condition, it's easily explained away. It might give you some time to simply disconnect the inside pylon, and we can try that theory out.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think, Chewie? You're the mechanic guy, so
Sure. Like, I got a basic understanding of how these pylons work at this point. Yeah, that's my working theory is that the pylon's malfunctioning and it's causing the gates not work. And without the pylon there, I think the gate will go back to default mode. Kind of like turn it off and turn it back on.
yeah, control app, open Apple reset, man. I'm a huge fan.
Okay, the lieutenant walks out of the colonel's area of the pavilion tent, just as you get to that point in the conversation, and he walks over to Chewie and Eric. Okay, he's willing to talk to you again for a few minutes. He has plans to make for tomorrow morning, so make it quick.
All right.
He goes in with you and stands at the tent flap with a guard.
Chewie, tell him that we're willing to return with escort, but it's going to have to be all four of us because the women need to be able to pick out medical equipment, and we need to be able to secure the equipment we need to fulfill our end of the bargain.
All right, I tell him that word for word.
Okay.
While
I'll
this
let
is
you make me-
happening, Cassidy is frantically making out a list of things she thinks they should bring from the truck like for medical supplies, in
Okay.
case she doesn't get to go.
Okay. I allowed you to make me a bargain. What are you going to bargain with for that? We're going to give him in place of that. You know, he's big on bargaining.
Okay. I'll let him know that we have some very good liquor that we would love to gift him as a thank you for allowing us to rescue our compatriots, and we hope to build a much better relationship with him and to basically, and if there is anything that he would desire, what are his likes, his dislikes, maybe we might be able to work something out.
Okay, Chewie, how do you interpret that?
Oh, I tell him word for word.
Okay. Make me a bargain roll.
Me or Eric?
No, Chewie gets to make it. He has to repeat the
All
words.
right. Oh, I got a 35 out of 50.
All right. Then I expect you will bring me a lot of your spirits. However, I will send 2 guards and my lieutenant with you, just to make certain everything goes awry, doesn't go awry, and nobody from Constantinople comes to seize you while we are waiting for your return.
Tell him
But
that,
the damaged woman and the German will stay with us.
what did he say? And then Chewie translates that.
Yeah, it says the damage to Desiree and Katie need to stay behind. Cassidy has to stay behind.
That's
No. I said the German and the broken one has to stay behind.
basically
He's
the
letting
original.
he's letting all 4 of you go.
He goes, and tell him.
Oh, the German. I was thinking Cassidy. Okay. Yeah, we can do that.
Yeah,
Oh, she's a Swede.
Yeah. Okay. Tell him thank you so much for being so kind to ensure our safety during the trip, and we will see him soon with our gifts and everything we need to aid him in his struggle.
I tell him that word for word.
Agreed. You must go now. We have very little time.
I bow and immediately turn.
The lieutenant accompanies you outside. Then we should go now. Bring your friends, he says to Chewie.
All right, let's roll.
I get off the bug and Gerald's sleeping in the driver's seat.
All right, Gerald. Gato, let's go.
Damn it. Just got to sleep. He stretches. He climbs in the back and sits with the equipment.
okay, it's life being a secret agent. Sometimes you got to wake up from your nap.
Secret agent. Fine. Where are we going?
Back to the truck.
Okay. All right, sure.
So if we're in the Doom buggy, and these guys
The
are
2 soldiers and the lieutenant will be on horseback.
okay, and they're following us on horses. How well can they hear us?
Not very.
Okay, so I'm gonna be whispering to you guys and to Gerald. Gato, could you plant some explosives in the tents for us if we prep them for you?
Chewie, do you think I have thumbs?
No, you don't need to. Like, just could you carry them and put them places, like hide them, like that grenade that you had. Like I give you a little explosive with a timer on it, and you put it someplace away from trouble, like where none of us could get. I'm just asking, like, because I understand if that's kind of a touchy subject. Like you're a gato, and you don't always want to do things like that, and that's kind of scary.
Yeah, I guess.
I mean, if
What's in it for me?
all of the your weight in tuna.
So 8
Yeah.
pounds of tuna.
Gerald, this is really going to be a solid for us, and it's going to help us out. if you like to continue our relationship where we try to take care of you as best we can, and be your friend, it's in your best interest to do so because it's really going to help us get out of here and in a better situation. Look, like Chewie said, we don't want to force you into doing anything. And if you think it's too dangerous, that's fine. But we are just very nicely, very politely, especially to someone like you, asking if you'd be willing to help us.
All right, I can give it a shot.
I really appreciate it, man. Thanks.
Yeah, can I take a nap now? I'm really tired.
Please do.
Oh, good. Okay, let's curls up. He's sleeping with his head on the butt of the rifle that you stowed there, Eric.
So as I recall, the cave is in like a ravine that
Yep.
was really hard for us to get out of in the Doom buggy.
It wasn't easy, but you could. You were able to do it.
Well,
It wasn't too difficult for you, but an average person driving probably couldn't do it.
sure, but what I'm concerned about is can these guys on horseback follow us down there?
Oh, likely. Horses can actually probably navigate that better than a wheeled vehicle.
Damn. I was hoping we could ditch them.
If we need to, we can try. It's something that we need to do right. But if you think it'll buy you time to do more things, we can try whatever you like. I'm just saying, I got your back, man.
Well, I mean, the Doom buggy does not go very fast, especially over rugged terrain. We probably cannot outpace guys on horses. They also know where the cave is.
Just to remember, the top speed for the bug is 45 miles an hour, but
Oh,
going over rough terrain may be quite a bit less.
yeah.
But definitely faster than a horse.
But they know where we're going.
I like as long as we get to the RPGs before them, we're good.
Well, they're under the false assumption that half this party is not a threat,
Yeah.
which puts us at advantage. Secondly, I think we're much better armed than they are, and I don't suspect that they really expect us to do anything aggressive because they have our two friends. So if we really wanted to turn around and do something, I think that we could probably pull that off. But I'm doing a quick cost benefit analysis of that. I don't think that's in our best interest. The false amount of trust that we've been building is actually to our advantage. And we still have the wild card of not being able to exit dimensionally and still missing a person that we don't know where they're at. I'm kind of hoping that they're observing this area and might see us coming towards the cave. And if so, hopefully they'll try to make contact with us. And if they do, then perhaps that's the point where we're going to have to try to deal with the guards. But honestly, let's try the epic hack answer to get them a little bit distracted. See if you can do what you need to do, and we can at least try to solve one of our problems.
I want to take a peek at one of the keys and see if it's glowing more than it normally would be.
Because Arturo's there with you, it's glowing a little bit more.
Okay.
Hey, Arturo, you're Fringeworthy.
Or rather, I want to, when we set off with this group of people, I want to make sure that none of them are Fringeworthy because that means they won't be able to see the portal.
Okay.
Because if they can see the portal, our plans might need to change.
That's a brilliant point.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
All right. So the four of you are going. We're going right now with the three of them.
Mm-hmm. That's
Okay.
great.
Are you going to try and outrun them, or are you just going to go with them as in general as a pace?
No, I think we gotta keep them with us.
Yeah. I don't see that
actually,
running ahead of them would benefit us anything. If
But
anything, it would make them think we're up to something.
it's in their best interest for speed, right? Though that they're in a hurry. They want to get this done quickly, right? So I'm asked the lieutenant how fast he wants us to go because they're in a hurry.
Yeah. All right, I asked him.
Well, the colonel said to hurry.
All right, I put the pedal down.
Of course, you're going to lose him real quick.
Yep.
Let me see.
My sandwich.
I'm just checking how fast that horse is
So,
be able to run.
I miss my kitties.
Oh, oh yeah.
She's
Yeah,
trying to eat my sandwich.
How is Hawaii anyhow?
Oh, it's beautiful, man. Spent the whole day relaxing at the pool and beach today. It was gorgeous. I put up a picture in the Monday Fringeworthy of the view from my suite.
Oh.
Oh, I missed that.
Yeah.
I'll go to
Okay.
that place someday.
So it looks like average horse can gallop at about 30 to 35 miles an hour for a while. So they can keep pace with you for a while, but eventually the horse is gonna get tired. You're gonna be going several miles.
Yep.
It should make sure we stay ahead, but try to keep them in sight.
Hmm.
All right.
Yeah, we don't want them to stop. It's better if the horses are really worn out by the end.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay, should we just make me a drive to pull that off? I mean, you're gonna make the roll probably, but just make the roll. And
I rolled a 76, and drive is 87.
yeah, so you made the roll, no problem. I wanted to check for special or critical. All right, so you guys, after quite a bit of time, get back to the small ravine where the cave is, and apparently Leslie has a mustache.
Cat stash.
This is a nuisance right here. This is what we call grade A, class 1 nuisance.
That is the
Good old-
cutest nuisance ever.
Good old cat mustache.
She's a gremlin. She's not a cat. She's a gremlin.
Oh, I miss my gremlin. That's my boy.
So
Can't have
at
the
the ravine,
sandwich.
how are you all handling this? Are you just going to go straight down to the cave area? Are you going to stop and wait for them? How you want to handle that?
Well, I think that. What do you think, Chewie? I think staying at the top of the ravine and waiting for them, and maybe you can go ahead and, or I. No, that's not right. Let's just go straight down, dude.
Yeah.
We can use some time to sort of check things out and do stuff away from. But I'll go ahead and stand outside at the top of the ravine
Mm-hmm.
to basically go, oh guys, we just went ahead. They're already down there, and just to assure them that we're not trying to crazy.
All right.
You know, it's actually
Yeah, it makes
based on
sense.
how long you guys been at this. It gets close to morning too, just so you know.
Cool. Yeah. So yeah, I'll stay at the top. You guys go down. See if you can use some of that time to check things out at the pillar there, Chewy,
Yeah.
and you guys can go ahead and start pulling some equipment. But I'll just be up here to make sure that they don't think that we try to run away.
I didn't mean to interrupt you, Chloe. What were you trying to say?
Oh, I was just agreeing with the idea of
Okay.
having Eric stay up there.
All right, so you're gonna stay at the top to guide them in, and Chewie's gonna drive the bug down in the ravine. Okay, driving down is easy. No roll for that. It's a little bumpy and a little sharp, but hey.
Right. Yes, yes, no.
All right, you're in the
Um,
ravine, and yes.
Was I able to check out if they were Fringeworthy before we blew off
Oh
into
yeah,
the
I forgot you
sunset?
mentioned that. Yeah, no, they're not.
Okay.
You didn't really hide that, so it wasn't a big deal. So yeah, you guys roll down the ravine, and you're there in front of the cave mouth, where the truck is. And it'll be about 2 or 3 minutes till they catch up with you. Anything you want to do in that time?
It's dark in this cave, right?
Dark in that cave.
Yeah. But I'm just thinking, like, they're not gonna have portable light sources. So we should be able to work in the dark. They might get lost in the cave too. So you guys start unloading the truck. Lola, do you want me to unlock the box with the
Yeah,
science
do
headset
it.
in
I'm also going to change my clothing and put it on that way. It might just it's just fashion then.
Right, right. We should all get radios also, including a couple extra ones for Arturo and Desiree, um, and charge up the batteries for those. But mostly, take your time looking through the truck. While you're doing that, I'm gonna look at the pylon and
Okay,
see if we
so
can find a way to disconnect it.
just so I understand, Chewie's going to walk over to the pylon. Lowe's going over to the truck to unload stuff. Eric is at the top of the ravine hill just to make sure they get there okay. And what's Cassidy doing?
I'm probably moving to the truck to also start looking for the things I think I need to take back.
Okay, so Chewie, you walk over to the pylon, and what are you doing exactly?
I want to examine what's left of it and see if if it's somehow connected to the pylon or to the gate, or and
It
if it's not connected, then I want to see if
okay.
there's a way to remove it from this cave.
Okay, you don't see a real connection. It goes into the ground. It's broken off about eight about 8 9 inches from the ground,
Mm-hmm.
and it's still jagged, but you can see power in there for sure. It's still
Ooh.
lit up a little bit.
Ah, see, yeah. So I'm gonna see if I can figure out how to disable it completely, so to turn the power off.
Okay, so let's see. You're going to have to make me a special roll since there is no ATU in this game.
Mm-hmm.
There will be eventually. So let's see. Let's look at your mental stats. Psychotherapy? No, it won't work. Raise isn't going to work. Manipulation. Make me a fine manipulation roll at minus 30%.
Whoa. All right.
So 49 for you.
That's still
Oh,
decent.
Okay.
I rolled a 51. This is
Okay.
where I'm willing to use some power points.
All right. So you're going to spend 6 points to make it
I will
succeed.
spend 6 power points.
All right. You just grab a screwdriver and well, let's see if we can just get this pried apart a bit. You put it in there and there's a spark
Mm-hmm.
and the gate flickers. You see it flicker from nothing to black. And just as it does that, 3 people step out of it.
What?
Fucking pirate!
And they're all armed to the teeth. And the woman in front looks down at Chewie and says, "Oh, good. We finally found you. And we'll see you all next week."
Oh! Oh! Dirty pirates.
Jerks. I'm gonna punch them. I'm gonna punch them right in their jerk faces.
Yeah, we get revenge against everyone.
Well, you did actually murder 4 of their people.
I did
They're a
nothing
little,
of the
they're a little
sort.
peeved about that. Just
I'm
a little
also
bit.
innocent. If we're just gonna
There were no
put that out there.
witnesses.
Yeah, I'm kind of wondering how they know that.
We
Honestly,
found Jack. He's missing 3/4 of his head.
yeah.
But
How did you do that? Why was it us?
no witnesses.
All right, gang. I appreciate your time today. So with that, we're pausing the story for a week until our time because our time has come to an end. Next week is our last game of this season, so expect a season ender, hopefully, if we don't get all dead. And we'll be back again after. Yeah, I'm that positive. Yeah, and we'll be back again in a month in January. So I want you guys to enjoy your holidays, and us to enjoy our holidays because we've all got enough stuff going on. So next week is our season ender. So looking forward to that. Hopefully, I don't kill everyone, like I said. With that said, I'm going to post my link tree. So again, I'm Mike Leader. I've been your storyteller and game master for this game. I'm going to post my link tree, which will have information about this game as well as other streaming things that I'm doing, especially my Caladrius Academy project, which is a magical college LARP/tabletop that I'm premiering at premiering the beta at a certain convention that Jim is going to talk about in February.
Yep.
So
It's
with
out
that,
of alpha.
we're out of alpha into beta, terrifying as that is. It's only taken us a while because some of us are throttled with too many things to do. So
I can also say the alpha, haven't played it. It's a cool system. I recommend checking it out.
we've done a lot of background changes, so I think that's going to be fun. Um, you know how I am. So, also, make sure and check out Stolen Fires here on Twitch all week long for other games like Dune on Fridays. Hey, if you haven't a chance to watch Dune being played with the Modipha system, you should. It's this great storytelling. The game master is fantastic. The players are all awesome, and it's good to see that system in play if you haven't. I really recommend it. So, like I said, with that said, players, please tell us who you are and where tonight, as well as any information about you that you're willing to share. Chloe, Bob, Leslie, Jim.
Right. Well, I both am and was Chloe. You can find I've been playing Lola, but you can find me on co-host or Instagram at Chloe Serena. I can't promise there are exciting things to look at, but that's where I am.
And I'm Bob, and I play Chewie, the too fast for his own thoughts linguist. And I don't do social media, so good luck with that.
I am Leslie. I am playing Cassidy. It's soup season, but I haven't been so good at it the last 2 weeks. I do try every week to make soup during soup season. Um, and if you want to look at all the soup I've made, I put it on my Instagram at tuperoisfeo.
I'm
Although I'm
Jim.
sure your dog is adorable.
Well, ugly dogs can be adorable too. I'm living proof of that. But I'm Jim. I played Eric. I am best known for being involved with the Strategicon series of conventions. Next one coming up in February, Orcon, which Michael will be running some great LARPs. And I know that Bob is helping out with another pirate LARP that's going on over there. But we have just about everything to offer, which miniatures, live action role play, tabletop role play, Adventures League, Pathfinder Society, board games, video games, war games, just about anything you can think of at the LAX Hilton coming up here in February.
I put a link for that in our chat for those folks needed. I'll actually put it to my link. I'll add it to my link tree ASAP. All right. Well, with that said, thank you, players. Thank you, folks who are in the audience, for all your commentary and information. And one of our players just given us a ton of stuff, and I appreciate the list of drugs that you sent over. Check and actually add to a whole bunch of stuff for them. With that said, thank you all very much. I will see you all next week. Goodbye.